I actually was going through some old stuff and I found a video the other day, a little clip that I forgot I had saved. Fortunately, it was just me. Um, I had asked somebody to record me at the bowling alley. What I wanted to see was how I was taking my
Yeah.
approach, and so I could watch it back and see what I needed to adjust. And it's like one of those things. You say, "Here, record me do this," and you just go up and you just bowl a perfect strike, and you it's like, well, okay, that one was good.
Instead
Now
of watching it to correct it, you just need to study it to copy it
yeah,
at that point,
yeah.
Rob.
What do I? Yeah, exactly. I need to get. Well, what I need to do is just go. I need to go bowling more often. That's my problem. I just haven't. It's been a while since I've. It's like bowling and golf, two sports that I really kind of enjoyed doing, but so many of my friends that lived here in the Bay Area have moved out of the Bay Area, and it's just like, oh, okay, well, I can go by myself. Hooray! I can do that at home too.
Doesn't seem as fun.
No,
You
it's like
should just meet in the
masturbation.
middle and
It's
just go to
fine and all, but it's not. It's not really the same thing.
yeah, jeez. Y'all have putt.
Oh yeah, there's some miniature golf places.
Well, I don't mean just miniature golf. I mean like the company putt. Is it out?
Oh no, I've never heard of
Out
them.
there?
I thought that was just a slang term for miniature golf.
No, it's the actual name of a business.
Oh yeah, no.
Miniature golf business. Been around, I think, since the early '80s, maybe the late '70s. I don't know when putt started.
Oh yeah, so C3 kids turns out the UK suspend. So I know that the postal services have this is something that's happened. There's several countries where the postal service has suspended shipping to the US because of it. But I believe that you can still use
Yeah, you use FedEx and UPS.
you can use FedEx,
DHL,
DHL, UPS. It's just depending upon your country, it may cost more. I know here in the States, it costs me usually less to actually ship to you with UPS than the mail. But yeah, I know that's been a thing recently, unfortunately.
Yeah, went into effect yesterday, I think.
Well,
It's different country to country too, based off of the stuff going on between the individual countries.
I got notification too. Same thing from Pirate Ship even sent me notification that like right now, like certain countries, the U.S. I can't send U.S. mail now too because the U.S. mail won't because of reciprocal tariffs and stuff. It's like, all right, fine, whatever. It just means that it means I may have to, depending on what happens, it means I may be sending a lot more stuff with UPS.
And Sector pointed out Wednesday, like he has to ship to the Philippines a lot. And he pointed out that giveaways, like just as a heads up, that he'd gotten a little thing where in that situation, there might be a landing fee for the receiver of the package. Like if he ships it, there may or may not be a landing fee on the other one when you pick it up.
Yeah. Depending on what it is and everything else, it's possible. Yep. The I actually might end up having to get some cards done up. Let's say like something out. So it's supposed to be like because sometimes like if you ship to the UK and if I send something as a gift, in theory, it's if they open it up and there's like not like it's not like evident that it is a gift, even like there's no like birthday card or whatever the hell it is stuff in there, they could still potentially they may still charge them tariffs and stuff. So it's like how I could get like some fake cards or something like congratulations or here's your gift.
But we have the dinosaurs.
Well, yeah, here.
When the dragons are in the water.
Nerdy collection. What up, people?
Because that means
Superman and Justice League this week. All right.
Super big. Y'all want to do them in the bathtub like I do the last one so they have more room to grow?
Morning, Brian.
You don't know how big it is.
That's
get a package out next week for C3. Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
We can do.
I think the problem that they said is who has to pay. Yeah. Um, yeah, it's weird. And it is because you know what? The, the postal service, here isn't really, they're just, you have to, they would have to, they're just going to change some of the stuff and the way it's done. I mean, we haven't had, the postal service hasn't really been set up really to do collections of stuff, right? So whereas UPS and these private entities stuff, they'll get stuff in and then they can reach out for collections of the tariff. But the problem has always been the same thing. Like when I ship something to you, for the most part, usually you get somebody's address and that's all you would have, and you send it out, and then they're calling back the shipper saying, hey, this needs to clear customs or whatever. But so, anyways, if you end up with, if you do go to ship something and you go ship something with a third party carrier, not the postal service, and you need my number and stuff so they can contact me for in case it has to clear anything. That's fine. We'll get it. We'll get that squared away. But yeah, it's a pain in the arse for sure.
So it's all based off each country's import costs now. Just what it's looking like.
Well, yes. Some of
So
them
I don't know if you're. I don't know if you're able to look up the country and not you personally, but any individuals.
But it's us that are. It's as the input. We're the importer of record, so we're going to pay. We're going to pay that. It's not,
if you send something out, the import cost is each country has a different standard. Is what I'm saying. Like
right, but as a shipper, you're not concerned with that.
That's what I'm saying. Though I'm not saying he's concerned. I'm saying that's how you check it. Like if Canada is shipping to us, they would have to look at like our import costs. If we're shipping to the UK, you'd have to look at the UK.
No, they don't care. As a shipper, if I ship to other countries, I don't care.
Yeah, I'm not saying that you have to pay it. I'm saying that like where it's landing is where the extra fee is taking place.
Right.
Like
that's on them, right? It's always the thing that's why Canadians have oftentimes been upset is like if like in the US, you can ship to Canada. The cheapest way to ship to Canada is there's UPS has a rate that's cheaper than everything usually, but it doesn't include customs brokerage. So clearing customs, they would charge you a fee on it, and that would be something that they would have to pay, right? It's crazy. And so there's always things to say, oh, I had an issue with Comic Pro line, or no one could tell me way there was an extra $100 fee on the order, all related to tariffs. Ooh, I have an outstanding order with them that I'm waiting on.
Might be why you're waiting.
Well, what I'm waiting on is they have a new comic book mailer that they were building or making, going in production with, and you could pre-order it, and the cost was like $25 for 50 mailers. So essentially your Geminis were down to 50 cents a piece. So so I pre-ordered some of those, in addition to more bags and boards, because I can always use more bags and boards. But I'm okay on bags and boards right now. But I'm waiting for them to go finish their production on these mailers, because yeah, of course I'm going to buy some of those at that rate. That's just the way to go. But no, man, that's $100 on fees. Jeez. Not looking forward to that. Yep. Well,
the Scotty Young stuff that got delivered this week for C3 was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Those slabs were those books or just drawings?
No, they're comics. They're 1 in 100s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they're
the water spout one was clever. That was really clever.
Oh, it depends on where they were made. Yeah. Yeah, none of the stuff that I got from them I know that Comic Pro line actually stopped selling certain items to the U.S. because of it. All the stuff that was like the plastics and stuff that were being made in China. So right now, the only stuff that they're doing is stuff that's been made in Canada. Right now is what they're shipping to the U.S. I think right now. But yeah. I'm sorry. Okay, so you said,
No,
oh yeah, Scotty Young stuff.
The
Yeah,
water spout one was pretty clever.
yeah. The spider with the water spout. Yeah, I thought that was pretty awesome too. The the unoriginal arts are great. Like I said, I want to find out who. I gotta go back and look up to see who won. Oh, you ordered the plastic boxes. Okay, I get it now. It was all Brian's fault. just another thing, Brian, that people are gonna blame you for. The 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 daily grind books, because I know somebody got volumes 1 and 2, so be may have to make sure I reach out to whoever got 1 and 2 to make sure that they know that, hey, volumes 3 and 4 are going to be up. But I've actually had quite a few artists that have I've had good luck with a bunch of artists that are working on various things. Obviously, that sketch cover that Stephen Rue did was just crazy. 5-character Spider-Man cover.
I don't know if I saw that one yet.
Oh yeah, I posted it as a video with him holding it up and stuff, but it's got Mary Jane and Spider-Man on the front, and it wraps around on the back. It's got Green Goblin, Rhino, and Kingpin. It's just
That's pretty cool.
It's absolutely crazy. He's just like, that was something when I was talking to him, or I was just stopped by to say hi at GalaxyCon, and he goes, "Oh hey, you know what? Why don't do you have a blank or something? I'll just work on it over the weekend while I'm sitting here in between stuff." And all right, yeah, sure. I mean, but I'll still get you guys something, And then he ended up giving me a page while I was there too, which is cool. And
I'll give up some tilapia, but I'm keeping the cod.
Right.
Good morning, they are.
Oh, there you are then.
I like the today's thumbnail placement too. You stuck between the background there. The way the background is set right behind you. Have you started watching Peacemaker yet?
No, I sat down yesterday to start to put it on, and then realized that I'm not active on my HBO subscription right now.
You gotta flip-flop it.
So I said, well, let me just wait for it to build up some more episodes then at this point.
God damn it.
I know. I hear you like it. I've seen the posts.
Yeah, it's good, man. And you've already watched season 1, I remember.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw season 1, and I've seen the trailers and stuff for this, and I'm excited to see it.
Yeah.
So it's just one of those things where it's like, you know what? Okay, I got to be cognizant that I can't just turn on everything and have it on all the time. I have to pick and choose. I should be a little bit more responsible. Money doesn't just come in endlessly.
I'm kind of like I kind of go back and forth on that. Like the idea, right, of like being responsible with how many streaming services I have active at one time. The idea of it, the logic of it is solid, makes perfect sense. Do I actually open and watch all of these streaming services each month to justify the cost for having them each month? Some months, yes. Like honestly, some months, yes, but most months, probably not. With a little bit of effort, could I strategically watch stuff to where it makes sense to only have 1 or 2 active at a time? Sure. Logistically, for my life, for my schedule, it makes zero sense for me. Like for me personally, because like I got the kids that always watch stuff on Netflix. You know, I don't even know what goes on with Disney Plus unless there's like a Marvel show or something that I pretty much watch for homework. You know what I mean? For no other reason at this point than homework, just to be able to talk about it, give it its fair shot, kind of thing. If I wasn't on YouTube, I wouldn't even have Disney. If I wasn't on YouTube and didn't have like if it was just me, I wouldn't even keep Disney Plus. I might do like you saying, like just turn it on once in a blue moon. The movies that come there, I've already seen them in theaters. I never rewatch them. I haven't rewatched an MCU movie since Spider-Man, and even then, I didn't even finish it the second viewing. I've pretty much only rewatched it in forms of like reels or YouTube shorts, just scenes from it that just you see in passing. I bought a digital copy when it came out. I was excited to watch again and sat down to watch it, and I was like squirrel and got up and wandered off about halfway through it. But HBO I constantly go to and watch. Like there's weekly programming on there. Like I watch Real Time weekly. I've watched Real Time since like I was a fucking teenager. Just I enjoy that show. And then they have the Saturday movie, just like they've always had. Like they have new release movies that hit their platform, you know. So I watch a lot of just random non-comic related movies. And same thing with Paramount Plus. I watch a lot of stuff that's on there.
Yeah, I found myself, see, that's the one I didn't used to subscribe to, but I do have an active subscription right now on there, and I do find myself watching more stuff on there than I had anticipated.
Yeah, same way.
You know, the one of all the ones that I agree, I probably use Disney surprisingly less than I thought I would. Netflix right now, it's more than I used to, simply because of Raw, but for wrestling. But as I've been going there, I've been like marking more and more shows that keep popping up in my feed that like, oh, I should come back and watch. So I feel like there's a lot of stuff there that I want to watch that I just haven't, that I need to get down to. Yeah, then I've got channels that I should be watching that don't cost me any more than I was already spending. Like I should be spending a lot more time watching Amazon Prime, because I'm paying for Prime for other things and it's included. So therefore I feel like I really should be going and watching more on a platform, and I almost never go to that platform.
I don't ever go to it unless Reacher's on. That's literally the only time I've ever thought to go to Amazon to watch anything is for Reacher.
But I feel like I should be watching it just because that morning. And then Peacock, it's the same way. It's like I have Peacock, but it's only because it's provided to me free of charge by my ISP. And so I feel like I almost should be taking advantage of that. But there's almost nothing I want to watch over there.
I've been watching Alien Earth. I've been watching Alien Earth on Disney Plus. Now that I think about it, I deleted my Hulu.
Disney Plus. I'm talking about Peacock.
Yeah, I was just thinking about the ones that I barely watch. Currently watching.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't ever think to watch Amazon and Alien Earth. So for the past 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I've tuned in one time a week. So that kind of justifies it. And if you think about how much it used to cost to buy a TV show box set when it would release, like even if the show's coming out weekly, even if you only watch one show a week on that streaming service, you know, just one television show a month, whatever, you're still paying significantly less than you would have paid to go buy that DVD season box set when it released. They were always like $50-$60 off the shelf, unless it's an older show. When they come out, they were definitely expensive.
I don't know. I guess there was like, for me, there were certain shows I would watch, but they'd be like $1.99 an episode or something. And
I'm not talking about digital. That's wild.
Yeah,
those $1.99 episodes have 26 episodes in those seasons, Rob. Those are the bigger ones, like Lost and ABC television and stuff.
That was like, I was thinking, like, what was I watching? That was probably like BBC America stuff. So it was BBC. Probably like, you know, Doctor Who, like, you know, 10.
It's a little cheaper because we already taxed them in 1776.
Yeah, they got theirs.
Well, how quickly we forgot. As we're sitting here bitching about tariffs just earlier.
Man, I called so all of the streaming services with very few exceptions. I mean, I have Disney with the Hulu bundle.
Same.
and yeah, I've got HBO Max.
Yeah, see, that's my thing.
That's it. Netflix has got nothing worth watching.
But I'm saying, do you keep a Netflix open?
No
I got
Netflix,
and
no
Paramount.
Amazon, no Paramount,
See, I think I need to
no
flip
Peacock anymore. I got rid of all of it.
See, I can flip. I think that what I'm waiting for is I need to make my decision on what I'm going to do about live TV and the DVR. Because if I decide to jettison that off of my Hulu,
I thought you already did.
I haven't done it. No, they haven't cut it off yet, and I haven't, because that's a transition that they're doing this fall and early winter.
Okay, so yeah, that's about a month away before that starts.
Potentially. So they haven't sent notice or anything to me, but I do need to make a decision about what I'm going to do with that. Once I decide if I cut that stuff off, then I can get the HBO, Hulu, Disney Plus bundle, because you can't get the HBO Plus bundle at the rate and get live TV and DVR. It's one of these weird, stupid package limitations that they have set up for stupid reasons.
What do you watch the live TV for?
Sports. That's what I started thinking about that, like, because I was looking, what am I recording? And really, the biggest loss that I would miss out on, because the network shows, I can watch them on a day later on the other stuff, right? So that's not a big deal. WWE SmackDown.
You watch SmackDown every week?
I try.
It takes effort. It's a terrible show.
Well, and so problem is also, as I'm getting older, the time of day when I sit down to watch this stuff is also, my recliner has an interesting
effect.
Yes, and so like I have watched Monday night. I've watched Monday Night Raw every day this week for this week's episode. And I think last night I finally got to the main event before, because I'll watch it and like 20 minutes later I'm asleep, and that's it. And then next thing I know, it's 2 a.m. and I got to shuffle to bed. So it's taken me all week just to get through. So there are times where I'm reevaluating with all the stuff that's going on with wrestling and the way that they're shifting their costs on their shows.
Thousands of dollars.
I'm beginning to reevaluate my relationship with wrestling, where I may walk away from it again.
I'm a huge wrestling fan.
I know you've had numerous times where you just do the recaps.
Yeah, and it may be that I just rely on.
I'm telling you, it's a better life, Rob. It is a better life. It was like right before the pandemic, right? We got the wrestling boom. AEW started up. Mm-hmm. By the time we were a year into the pandemic, AEW had 3 live shows a week.
Oh,
we had Raw, we had SmackDown, there was NXT.
Yeah, I don't watch NXT.
AEW had all the YouTube stuff with the Dark and Dark Elevation. There was NWA Power. MLW had a great YouTube show. There was just so much wrestling, and I was trying to watch as much as possible.
And that was what I was watching during pandemic.
If something happens, dude, I literally watch probably about an hour of wrestling a week now.
Yeah,
I get everything, because if something happens, the internet will tell me, and then it'll be on YouTube. I don't think there's any reason why any sane person should sit down and watch Monday Night Raw from start to finish. It's just it's gonna be 80% nonsense.
It's so much recap on their own stuff. I mean, WWE recaps their own recaps, which is ridiculous. But
the same thing over and over.
But they do make it, from that aspect, easy for somebody who's not been into it to jump into it, get up to speed really fast. So I get why they do it. But during pandemic, that's when I got back into wrestling, just because it was something that wasn't rerun. It was the only thing that
was actually on. Yeah,
something new, right? To watch, and so I got sucked back into it again. But now it's like, I'm not paying for that. I'm not paying for the Super ESPN. I'm not paying for this. I'm not. And so, maybe
I think they're in for a rude awakening. I think a lot of people are going to be cutting back on the amount of wrestling that they watch, and this newfound global phenomenon that they've kind of caught lightning in a bottle, the same way they did during the Attitude Era. It's going to be short-lived when people have to shell out thousands of dollars a year to watch it.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
mean,
yeah. They're getting
and they made it easy with Peacock. With Peacock, you had, or it was basically after the network dissolved. The network was great. It was
when they
$9.99. You
had
got
yeah,
everything.
they had their own, and then they sold it off.
And then it's like,
to,
oh, now it's $12.99. Not the end of the world. Now that I have to have Netflix to watch Raw, that's another $14.99 a month, right? You got to have the Peacock, which is going up to $16.99, I believe, right? If you want to watch AEW and you don't have cable, you can watch it on Max, which is another $12.99, $14.99 or whatever a month, and it's like, and you got to have all of it. And now they're putting ESPN Plus with a pay-per-view element. Like, you're bringing back the pay-per-view model. That, I mean, not, you're going to lose
it's
an audience.
Way, you don't have to pay-per-view, but you have to pay for that streaming service, which is at a premium rate. At the
it's like $30.
$30 a month. Yeah, it's like,
yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I get it. I'm with you on that. I'm already like, okay, the PLEs, I'm done with them.
Right.
I can watch ups and downs. And really, the reality of the situation is the PLEs are usually just I watch it a lot of times for the story as opposed to the dance itself. And so and I know that's not great storytelling, so nobody get me on that, but for some reason I get sucked into it. And so the PLE don't matter to me in reality. It's the story's done after the PLE. Usually it culminates, right? Very seldom does it do anything unique and different. But and in AEW I already cut back on almost all the AEW. I never watched Collision.
The best thing to do with AEW is just turn it on if you want to turn your mind off and watch them do the flippy doos, because
I fall asleep every time.
There's no fucking balance in the
menagerie
world
of flippy
anymore.
dudes.
The AEW is all matches, no stories.
Phenomenal athletes.
WWE is all stories and no matches, and it's just like.
So in that case, what you do is you get YouTube TV, Rob, instead of the Hulu version. Get the YouTube version, and you watch WWF and AEW simultaneously, so you can just your left eye, right eye, while you watch them simultaneously on the same screen. It'll just, the intake, the flip, and the merge will occur in your mind where you see one phenomenal show.
Or you cancel all your streaming services and read a book.
AR's telling me I have Netflix. I didn't know if there was a Star Trek show on Netflix. I thought all the Star Trek stuff was on Paramount. But I could get. I'm really liking the idea of getting away from watching wrestling altogether. I can bring myself peace with that. Maybe retire from watching it when Cena retires. Not that I was ever a huge Cena fan, but just conveniently.
I am. He's really great as Peacemaker.
Well, I mean, as a wrestler.
It's really great.
And take that time
if you can see him.
Think how many shows it is that Mark goes, Rob, have you watched this? Why aren't you watching this? I could take that time watching shows like that. I could take that time watching more YouTubers and supporting more of the YouTubers.
Now you're just sucking up to people. Rob, they're not going to vote for you in the CBC Awards. Get over it.
I mean, actively, as opposed to my tablet, which is right here next to my computer that runs, stuff. Instead, I could be actively watching more of it instead of passively. I don't know.
I think there's something very different, I think, about watching the YouTube community, right, than there is about watching a narrative show. I think there's something like it's interactive. It gives you the sense of socialization most of the time as well. Even if you're not in the chat, if you're just watching somebody post something, it's got that social aspect to it.
That's right.
So, but I think it's a very different thing. I think that we're all watching too much stuff, right? I want to go a couple years where, somebody's like, hey, have you seen? And I sign up for a 1 month of Netflix and I've got 8 shows to binge. That'd be great.
$120 to get access to 3 teams. Wow, that's crazy.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
The one that bugged me the most when I cared about Major League Baseball, that was prior to this year. I always wish that they had they always used to have their service for the longest time. It was like back in the day, it was like $9 and you got access to like every channel or something, or every team. So I guess it's changed, but I wanted to have I wish they had just done like one where you had like for a small fee, you got one team, and that's what you could pick your one team and you could get all their games. Because I happen to I live here in the San Francisco Bay Area. Oh, I'm not a San Francisco fucking Giants fan. Fuck them. As an A's fan, we didn't actually even have when they were here. They didn't even have local TV because the Giants kept them off of TV locally. So the only it's like, oh, do we be able to buy my team and watch? No, that didn't happen. Well, now they moved out of the Bay Area, so I don't care. Baseball's dead to me now. But I do ultimately, the thing you asked about DVR, what are you watching live, whatever, it's the real thing that crux it comes down to it is now what's coming up, football season. My way of viewing football has been typically to record it and then start watching it halfway through the game, so that way I can start fast forwarding through commercials and there's just too many.
It's a good way to kill the fun of live betting.
Well, I don't bet on football.
You should.
No.
Oh, talk about like fucking making a good time a great time.
That was what I found that I used to feel that way somewhat about fantasy football too.
Yeah.
And I stopped doing that years ago. I only started up this year for the first time for a club. But I just found myself not caring about when I was doing it. I was too involved with all this other stuff that was going on in the sport instead of just caring about my team.
Right.
And I
got friends that need 3 different services and 4 different VPNs or whatever to keep them all online.
I've really enjoyed football more over the last 10 years, where I was going back to just caring about my team and what my team was doing and whether they were doing good or not. But watching those games, I can't stand the commercials, watching them live, right? Or having to sit there and make myself the concept of going, oh, something starts at 10 a.m. I need to make sure I'm in front of my TV at 10 a.m. to start watching it, type of thing. That mentality is.
Oh, well, you're a West Coaster, so that's got to be hard on football Sundays, because like 1 p.m. is the perfect time for games to start.
Which our local games would be, but if we're on the road, yeah,
right. Yeah, but national games start at 1 p.m. Like
10 a.m. for us, yeah.
Yeah, if you're watching on the West Coast, you got to worry about not being in the right place.
Well, yeah, you got up earlier, but at the same time, we're also for Monday Night Football and stuff. We're not up till midnight.
Midnight's not that late.
No, but
10 a.m. is pretty early to get up and start drinking.
The game starts like 6 p.m. For us, like the game will start at 6 p.m. or whatever it is. So.
You guys have clearly not ever tailgated at an LSU game. 10 a.m. is perfectly suitable.
That's funny you say that, because
but
not at LSU, but
you got to get up if you're going to tailgate to start the game at 10 a.m. You got to start drinking at 6 a.m.
No. I mean, like, so for us, like a tailgate. So say a game started at 1 or 2, 10 a.m. You're tailgating.
Yeah, no, that's perfectly fine. But if the game starts at 10 a.m., you got to start at 6 a.m.
Yeah, but the thing
game
is, for us,
at 10 a.m., I'm not going.
But
exactly,
we don't have none of the local games start at 10 a.m. So the only games that we get out, all the West Coast games, the West Coast games still start at 1. Will start at 1 p.m. our time.
Yeah.
And so those are always the later games for you.
Those are called the nap schedules.
Mm-hmm.
After you're done drinking and watching real games.
Yeah. I won't lie. Like Central Time,
you can take a nap when the NFC comes on and be like, NFC West, who cares?
But then you're rested up, or
you wake up in time for Sunday Night Football. You rally.
SEC.
I don't watch college ball. I like pros.
I only do.
Talking about sports, and Vogue shows up. It's
Vogsy.
like a natural element.
Morning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Caroline, I'm the same way. I'm a Clemson fan. We went to a Clemson Georgia game like 10 plus years ago. The game started at 8. We started tailgating at 10 a.m. or like 9 a.m.
Yes, you should be in a very good spiritual place by the time you go to a game after tailgating.
You're
Like
tailgating that
You
long.
should.
It's a razor
It's
thin
mandatory.
line.
You should be.
you got to be close to. You're gonna be like close to God and Pete Mer. Well, no, Huey P. Long. You're gonna
I
be.
thought you were gonna say Pete Maravich. I'm like,
Yeah, and I was like, that's basketball. That's the Pete Maravich Center just across the road, but the Huey P. Long, like fucking football field. Sorry, it's where you're gonna
yeah,
get.
your team, my team play each other tomorrow.
Yeah, we hate each other. But I
No,
love
we
you.
don't.
I mean, I
No,
don't
we
hate
don't.
you.
You guys should
but,
fight.
like,
We
I
both
thi-
hate Alabama. That's who we both hate.
Everybody hates.
yeah,
Greg.
everybody hates
Oh.
Alabama. I
Oh,
think even Alabama should hate Alabama.
Roll Tide.
Yeah,
He
you
said
got-
this.
Thinking about
Tide.
piss but the tide.
LSU, yes. UGA, ugh.
Did he say
Yeah.
the C word?
Yeah, Clemson should not be. Clemson and Auburn are not.
Good morning, Sledge.
Auburn is
Good morning,
probably.
Sludge.
If there's anybody we hate a little more than Bama, it's Auburn.
Oh,
which-
we hate South Carolina. We hate Florida State. We hate Alabama. We hate Georgia.
Mm. Yeah, for us, it's
a lot
really
of people
just.
hating.
The SEC is full of strong emotions. So
It's just it's full
Love
of
you, Mark.
cirrhosis of the liver and
for some,
absence of brain cells. That's what the
For
SEC
some.
is. It's
there's
all
a
about
lot of
drinking.
CTE probably going on, but that's neither here nor there. Is
You know
it?
what I'm questioning? How Voggs is awake right now at work.
How
I
is
don't
Boggs
know.
awake?
You're at work,
Yeah, but I don't care.
jerking your responsibilities.
Did you just
don't
third
care.
person yourself?
Vogs don't give a shit.
He definitely third personed himself, referring himself. You know how Caroline's feeling today? Caroline's feeling like an
That depends.
I'm
Did you watch
guessing Steph
Peacemaker
is
yet?
still sleeping.
empress. What?
I'm guessing Steph is still sleeping.
Probably not. Like she gets up earlier than me, but
I'm only here early every Friday, bud. Did you watch Peacemaker yet, Caroline?
fuck no, bro. What do you think I'm doing?
going-
Living my
I'm
life
going
around
through
your
it.
suggestions.
Yes.
You should
Yes,
be.
obviously.
Mark,
Your
I
life
need
will have
to send you
100%
a
more
picture.
Avatar in it.
Mark,
Yeah,
I need to
would.
send you a picture. My LCS sells Tron figures. I was like, man, Mark would have.
The old ones? Or like
I think so. I don't know.
like
I'll
Diamond
take a
selected
picture.
a couple of them like a handful of years ago. There hasn't been Neutron figures in the month of Sundays.
Yeah, I'll
I've
send
seen
you
it.
a picture next time I'm there.
You should.
Just said month of Sundays. I feel like my grandmother's here.
She might be in spirit.
She's not. She's dead.
That's why I said in spirit. Yeah.
I'd feel Marge's presence.
Yeah, she's
Fucking
down
Marge.
back yonder in the pale blue sky.
Dude, my grandmother was cool as shit.
So
She
was
always
mine.
used-
Grannies are
She used
cool.
to be one of the leaders of the Colts Corral. Just like the.
Oh, I didn't know where you were going with that.
Colt.
It was like I was hearing that sentence in slow motion. I'm like, oh shit.
So
Yeah, well,
I met Johnny Unitas when I was a small boy. I
Oh,
also
that's
met-
cool.
Yeah, I
Johnny,
met a
you-
bunch of the old Colts, but I didn't know who they were. Like I was so small, like I didn't know who the hell they were.
yeah,
Uh,
but
I mean,
did your grandma work with the traveling donkey show down in Tampa?
no, but I'm pretty sure that she was cheating on my granddad with some of those Colts players because
Can you blame her?
she would tell us about her friend Artie Art Donovan. She'd tell us about all of her
Or
friends,
Donovan of the
No.
Fighting Donovan.
all of her friends on the Colts, and I was like, kind of like all right, whatever, mom,
Your
uh,
friends.
I can believe so much of this, but then at her funeral, there was like a big poster board full of like hundreds of pictures with her with the players when she was younger, like in intimate settings, like they were having dinner together, just
Damn, Granny.
yeah, corral.
My
So that was pretty fucking cool.
Granny pulling pros, dude.
When she was in hospice, I sat with her one afternoon. We were moving her from one facility to another, and we waited on the ambulance for the transport for like 6 hours. They were just giving us the runaround. So I just sat there with my grandmother while she sat there in bed, pretty much her deathbed, just telling me stories about drinking and fighting. That's great.
Dang, Granny, you're cool.
Yeah. Drinking, fighting grandma.
My grannies, I don't think they did any of that. They were kind of uptight.
They kept their crochet needles sharp.
Yeah. My one granny was a poor coal miner's daughter.
One of my grandmas is from Scottish descent, and we believe her.
She ever make you haggis?
I'm trying to think. No, I can't remember what the whole story is. And then my other grandma is Romanian descent.
Grandma.
One of the gypsies or the witches.
Gypsies, right.
I believe
Right,
that's a derogatory term.
Right, Rob. Right, Rob.
Look, I work with Romanians every day. That's where I run off to at 7 a.m. my time.
His
10 a.m.
playgrounds
is to go meet with my Romanian team, and they use the term regularly and often.
What about Slavs?
There are also plenty of other
especially when
ethnicities
referring
who
to
use terms regularly and often as well.
When they're actually referring to the gypsies. So there you are.
Fair enough.
There are different types, though.
There's all different types.
There are different types. Because, like, remember when we watched together?
There's
like
ones with funny hats. There's ones with funny mustaches.
No, but remember Snatch? Like they were a specific brand of gypsies.
Yeah.
Like so they come in all flavors.
What are they called? The British gypsies.
I've never tried tasting them before.
They were called pikeys, I think. They were called something though. Would you say sorry?
He's never tasted.
Well, you said different flavors, and yes, I've
they do. They have flavors.
Different flavors.
Gypsy meat is tender if you boil it properly.
And it depends on what region of Europe they come from. Different flavored meats.
Like the caravan gypsies in Britain, they had some sort of reality show about those people. They were very strange culture. Nomadic
and scrappy type. That's where what's his name came from. The big.
What is his name?
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
I don't know what his name is. You don't know it either, so don't give me a hard time.
No, I'm not. But we know it's that big tall guy, that Tyson Fury.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's a gypsy. I didn't know that.
That is his lineage straight up. Yeah, he comes from that.
I was gonna say tall guy. You mean Drew?
Well,
there was like a reality show about like gypsy culture and like in the US, and I can't remember the guy's name. There's this crazy dude on there, and when I was working for my brother-in-law at his pizza shop, he came in and he's like, "This is me. I was on a reality show." And he's like giving me his business card, like a link to his YouTube clips. And it was like nothing that anybody should ever be proud of having on camera.
Yeah, they are.
But he was just like, "Yeah, I'm a fucking celebrity." I'm like, "All right, cool."
Yep.
The only gypsy I know is Gypsy Rose Blanchard.
And that is a altogether different type of gypsy that does have it's a very Munchausen
related,
by proxy flavor.
Yeesh.
Yeah.
There's a whole documentary I did not watch not long ago. It was about gypsies and the witches of Romania.
Interesting. So what do they refer to witches, like educated women, or?
No, of course, always women practicing folk traditions and stuff. Although some of them profuse to think that they have the ability to put hexes on people and all those types of things too. So they lean into.
That's just called being mean.
Yeah, lean into some of that stuff. So
that's a modern day hex.
And actually, there were some of them that they're kind of like a mix of fortune tellers and old wives, kind of old folk stuff.
Yeah, apothecary-ish.
People would go to them and pay them for, for help them with certain.
What are you seeing?
Yeah.
What do I need to do?
Well, exactly that kind of
stuff. These things straight.
I want to do this, so let me, cast a spell for me or whatever.
Oh yeah, I need that.
I'm not sure if you guys have dated any white women lately, but
that's called going to the doctor.
I don't know about if you know this, Drew, but I haven't dated any women in quite some time.
But you might be missing out on the whole crystal phase that's going on right now, Rob. The crystals are real big.
Oh yeah, and
And,
Sage
and
started too.
astrology and numerology have never been more pervasive in the
Oh.
That would make sense. That would make sense with the decline of education that shit would go up. And
Yep.
oh, sorry, I chatted about Lady Fantastic for a second, but on
Yeah,
this we are aligned.
One of my favorite comedy
There's
bits of all
uppers.
time is Todd Barry says he
Who's
met a
that
girl in a
bitch?
bar, and she said, you know, what's your birthday? Told her. She said, oh, you're an Aries, so you're like crazy competitive into sports. And he's like, no. She's like, well, you're an Aries, so you're a workaholic. He said, no. Yeah. She said, well, you're probably not even an Aries. He's like, yeah, I was thinking astrology was bullshit, but it's probably more likely that I don't know my own birthday.
Exactly.
Right. Could do that.
No. I haven't been in the dating scene since 1990, so it's been a few years.
I haven't been in the dating scene since high school.
Tell me about it,
like
Vox.
12 years.
Where are the single women hanging out in your town?
It's funny, Vogs. I was just saying the same thing since high school, so 1990.
I'm a baby, and I hate it.
Rob, it seems like you were successful in that endeavor, though.
Yes, I'm married to...
I want to hear about Vogs' failures because it'll make me feel better about my own.
My wife and I started dating. I was 16.
I did that.
She locked that shit in.
Hey, you know what? You put a lot of time training that one, molding it to
You mean she trained you,
ruining her for everyone else?
You're the great basset hound love of her life.
I'm her only boyfriend.
Yeah, well, you know,
you don't know any better.
If you did it right the first
what
time,
she's missing, so I'm great.
Oh damn, Rob.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
That's how it goes.
Yeah. Well, bless her heart for putting up with you.
Mm-hmm. I do say that quite frequently to her.
Well,
you gotta let her know.
I understand I can be difficult at times.
Well, I don't know, but I would say very, very structured and stuck in the way that you like things.
There are certain times where yes, things can be more challenging. That's the problem when those things conflict with reality in life, or
God,
especially when although she does enjoy it when we travel because everything is very
Mr. Fucking
according to plan, and there's always a backup plan to the main plan. And
let's just say that there's a certain rigidity in your structure. And
but you know,
hear that women appreciate a rigidity.
In certain aspects, they really do. In other aspects, it's like, you know, we could be a little more.
Well, I don't think there's what you're talking about. I think it's the more challenging and sometimes is that when that rigidity conflicts also combines with, you know, this whole thing in the last 6 years. Now that I've been doing this whole legal stuff where the precision of what you say matters. So
now you're getting real pedantic and semantic, aren't you?
Right. Exactly, because what you say now means more than what you mean to say versus your entire life being brought up. Well, what you mean, what you mean is more important than what you say, and it's like no,
the law will do that to you. You know what else will do that to you? Fucking science will do that shit to you.
Well, see, the law and the science have a certain way of making that work, but I feel like in a relationship sense, it's not about what you say,
not about
how you say it. It's more about how you're heard. Whether intention has jack to do with it.
Well, he can't control with how she perceives it, but he can control how he says it. But
controlling how you say it very rarely has any sort of influence.
So where does the responsibility fall in that scenario?
I can control the precision of the words that I utilize, which helps in making sure the message is received. Or so upon discussion later, going, but what did I say?
I operate through a bunch of years of my life where I'm fully in control of how I react to other people's words.
Well, that's the only thing that you can control, really.
Yeah. I don't rely on them to say something to me in a certain tone or a certain way. I'm in control of if I give a shit about what they say.
Fair enough.
So it's like look, people are going to say all kinds of crazy things. Well, look at me, dude.
I was about to say, in all seriousness, like between me and Caroline, we test each other's buttons every day. Like as friends, we intentionally test each other's buttons every day.
But it's out of love. It's like,
saying and singing to each other that we know is like kind of poking the bear for fun. You know what I mean? And having friends like that help me, like in all sincerity, help me in the real world. Like I've already exercised that patience button today with somebody that I don't get mad at. You know what I mean? Somebody that is genuinely my friend, that we do that, like she said, out of love for fun. So dealing with customers all day, I haven't met one that can faze me. Like the craziest customers, like I just have never met one that can faze me.
Well, they kind of become like case studies, don't they?
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
I don't get fazed by
and even with my
either
wife,
anymore.
even with like my mom, people that are close to me, the people that can easily, like, you can lose patience on the easiest because
They
you're
know
around
your
them all the
buttons
time.
too, though.
Yeah, and I
And
I
likewise.
find myself for a long time not having, me and my wife have like never been in an argument. Like I think my mom can catch strays quicker than anyone because I'm closer to my mom than anybody on the planet.
My God,
And
my
like
mom
she doesn't,
each
yeah,
other.
she doesn't take them personally. She's like, "Are you okay?" You know, I'm like, my bad, homie."
Hey, you're being a little bit of a piece of shit, and I didn't raise you that way.
Well, she's
I
like the
know.
sweetest woman in the world. She's like 4'10". She doesn't smoke.
She's a
She doesn't
Pokemon.
drink. She doesn't cuss. She's just like a natural. Like she's a kindergarten teacher by profession and all that stuff. So she'll just be like, "Are you having a bad day?" It cuts like a knife.
Do you need a
You're
juice
used to
box
dealing
and
with
a
people
nap?
on your level.
You need a juice box and a
Let
word
me get you a
slice.
Capri Sun. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
Blanky, is that
Yep.
fair enough?
But like it translates exactly to what the fuck's wrong with you. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, but out of kindness.
But see, my mom, she's just like, "Oh, quit being a bitch," and then I just start laughing because I'm like,
Also
"You're
fair.
right. I'm being a bitch. It's true."
That is also fair.
Back,
I like it.
I saw a graphic that popped up, Drew. That I had no idea that Dominic Mysterio is 28.
I mean, he's been wrestling.
I know that,
what,
but I thought
6
he was
years now.
I just thought he was younger than that, though.
I did
Yeah.
too.
He it's kind of deceptive because he's so tall compared to his father. I mean,
Right.
his fake father, his real father, Eddie Guerrero, they're about the same height.
Because I watched it. It's a graphic of like the youngest Internet Continental Champions, right? And so
Mhm.
it's showing Randy Orton, Edge, Jeff Hardy, and Cody Rhodes, which all were, like 23, 24 or whatever. And you go, wow, they started that young and got championships. And then it's Dominic there at 28. And I'm like, he's 28? I just, for some reason, my mind was thinking he was
Yeah.
like 25 or something for some reason.
He's kind
I
of
think
a
I'm still 25.
he's a lanky guy, but he's kind of scrawny though too for his age.
Yeah.
Like it makes him look a lot younger.
Yeah.
And
Dude,
his stupid
28.
haircut makes him look like a kid.
28 still kind of, because have you seen Timothy
so-
Chalamet? He looks like a fucking fairy twink.
Yeah,
Chalamet.
he's like an elf, though, isn't he?
Yeah, and
In
he's
real-
like,
in real life.
34.
he's close
in
to
real life.
30.
I think he's
Yeah,
like
he's
he's
got
over
he's got
30.
elven blood
Yeah.
in him or something.
I think he's like 29, 30.
I'm gonna Google it right
Do
now.
it right now.
I'm gonna
because
give it a Google.
I'm gonna revel in you being wrong.
Timothy. Well, I mean,
Timothée Chalamet.
let me just say
Chalamet.
that it happens so rarely that you should take solace in it, and that is, yeah, he's only 29 years old.
You're welcome.
All right, cool.
Anyways, I'm sorry to have diverted us back to wrestling for something. Something that
That's fine.
jumped
We'll
out
get
at me. I was
back to
like, oh.
Peacemaker. Drew, are you watching Peacemaker?
Not currently. I finished the episode before the show started.
I want to get to the one. I just think
I am not
funny.
watching it at the
Okay,
moment.
yeah,
I watched
yeah.
episode 2.
I like when John Cena was like,
Episode 1 was so much better than episode 2. I like that we're delving into the like interpersonal stuff, but not enough meat in episode 2 to really say anything about it. I'm kind of waiting for more to
Episode 2
happen.
was just to get the band back together.
Yeah,
We
you did the band back together, and Tim Meadows
the
is
band, the
cool as fuck.
11th Street Kids
Tim
reunited.
Meadows is in there.
Tim Meadows is in
a-
there. He talks about boners constantly.
I
he's a
love Tim
savage.
Meadows. I miss him.
The after credit was hilarious.
He's like sexual harassment panda.
He is so funny, dude.
Sexual harassment panda.
I loved him in Strangers with Candy.
I'll tell you,
The
episode
movie.
2 was just to remind you that Eagly is a main character.
Episode 2 was good. I mean, it was good. It wasn't, but I wanted more out of it. I feel
Oh,
like
I'm ready to get in.
I
I'm ready to
want
get to the
I
other
want the
Earth.
next
I'm ready to
episode
see
now.
Yeah, I'm ready to see them interacting. And that's what shows are supposed to do. When it stops, you're supposed to be hungry for the next episode. You're supposed to make
Oh,
you
I
want
thought
to
he
talk to
did.
people. And it was definitely in episode 2. One had more of a banger to it. You remember season 1 ended with him doing the sonic boom with his helmet for the first time. Like
Right.
it did the same thing. It brought everyone in. It had a big pow. And then the second episode was them kind of getting together as this crappy team of misfits.
Yeah, I think
It's a
that
good- it's a
season
good
1 they
story
did
structure.
they did pretty much the build the team gimmick, right?
Yeah.
Whereas this is kind of like bringing them back together, but it's like I already know these characters. I thought that the Adebayo stuff with her wife was interesting at least.
Yeah, there's 2 little Easter eggs in there. Like one was a rollover from season 1 that they
They're
moved.
gonna move to Gotham.
Yeah, they're going back home to Gotham. That was mentioned in season 1. That was mentioned again. But the wife is working the Jitters coffee shop, which is from the Flash.
Quick question though, isn't that Gotham is where the Penguin took place?
Batman?
Well, shut up. But Penguin, the movie.
The Penguin didn't take place in this universe.
The Batman Matt Reeves stuff is standalone.
Well, they haven't decided yet, is what they keep saying.
I'm a
it fucking
full
better be.
supporter.
Well,
of
they're
it
gonna have this
being
shit crossover or
integrated
what?
in.
Because this is pissing me off.
No, the shit should not cross over like that.
Why?
Matt Reeves stuff
It
Are you?
definitely-
Is
because
it
the
an
movie was
Elseworlds?
not good, and the Penguin series was fantastic.
Now,
But the
this is
movie
where
wasn't good.
This is
The
where I say
Batman
I
movie?
don't think they should
Yeah.
cross
I didn't
over. I
watch it.
think they should be
I watched
existing
Batman.
in the same universe.
One. Okay.
Just like Batman doesn't cross over in the Penguin in the
Well, no,
fucking
no,
Peacemaker
wait.
comic I just read, he doesn't need to cross over in this. But like that's enough.
So the
fact that they
Twilight
moved-
I don't
kid
want
doesn't
it to be
cross
that.
over because
I
I don't
want Batman
Twilight.
to cross over with these characters.
I
Twilight.
don't want him to cross over in this show. Like, do I want him to have the
No.
ability to cross over if applicable down the road? Sure, yes. But
in season 4, if we can get a shot of Batman on TV doing something, then that's all I need.
But
Yeah.
what's
You
the
know it's
level of
there.
crossover ability of this Batman?
And you can do that without even having to, like, how they did Creature Commandos, how they did that silhouetted Batman up so they didn't have to, like, lock in his suit design for the DCU yet.
Yeah.
No.
They can do that same concept, like in the Hellboy movie, when he's seeing
That's
that
weak
Hellboy
sauce.
was caught on video, but it's just like him silhouetted going over buildings.
Right.
You can do a million different things where you don't have to lock in an
Blurry.
actor, you don't have to lock in a suit design, a million different things.
You
to
can even
establish the
talk
character
on-
exists.
You can even do a bit about it if it's on Peacemaker about how like all this technology and all we
That's
got is a
like-
grainy YouTube video.
So
Yeah.
unsatisfying. Is
I don't know, I think
the
that's-
fucking
for me,
Pattinson
that's the
kid
most.
going to be Batman in the future?
Right now where they stand, where things are standing, nothing is 1000% locked in, but the Matt Reeves Batman stuff is the standalone epic crime saga. The Matt Reeves Batman stuff, if you inserted it into the DCU, it would be before all of this, because in the DCU,
Matt
As
Reeves
of right
Batman was the one from is he-
Pattinson.
that's Pattinson, okay.
Yeah, Pattinson.
Battinson.
Yeah,
There's a lot that I like about that movie, but it's just overall,
I
it's just
loved
like
I didn't see it.
it's too long.
I haven't seen it either.
I don't like
Meandered.
vampires to be Black Batman.
They
But they're hand in hand.
they keep having this problem with Batman where they can't
No.
nail him down, and it's like it's as far off as it is on in so many
Keaton nailed him.
different. I don't think Keaton really nailed him at all, but that's neither here nor there. But
Well-
I think that for everything that the Dark
Who's
Knight
your-
trilogy
who's
did
your
right,
favorite
there's a bunch
Batman
of things that
portrayal?
were wrong. On screen, in movies,
Yeah,
it's,
on
it's
silver
Christian
screen.
Bale, 110.
Hey,
fucking
on
percent.
screen,
Dude,
it's fail.
that trilogy is like the best superhero franchise, like single character trilogy to date, in my opinion.
But I think with everything that's right about it, there's still so much about it that's wrong. As
Well-
far as like as a comic fan, there's no room for in the Dark Knight trilogy. There's no room for silly, right? There's no room for camp.
But
Well,
they
the
have,
thing
but
is
yet they
that
have
was
it
a
in there.
choice.
Like they
It
have the
was-
right of, they have the
really
right
no-
amount in there, and
I don't
it's,
think there's any camp at all in that.
but that's
No, there's
because
not.
you're
There was a
remembering
Miller-
well. Like there's little things like let's start with Batman Begins. Like he gets
Joker
thrown-
and slam the head into
he
the
gets-
pencil.
he gets thrown out of the bar
terror.
when he threatened Judge Faden. He sees the old homeless
Nasty.
guy and he buys his coat off of him and he goes to Nana Parbat from there. Fast forward to when he's Batman, he sees the same old homeless guy again and says, "Nice coat." in his Batman voice before he takes off. A little chuckle callback. That's the right amount of
that's
camp.
a chuckle though. That's not camp. Like
That's
not,
the right.
like,
That's
guys,
literally camp.
They chose
I
to
disagree. I think it's, levity and camp are not the same thing. In my
they chose to take a very stylistic, like Miller street level dark. That's what
And
he
I agree
chose.
with Caroline. The
committed.
disappearing pencil trick. I think that was camp, but it serves a purpose.
It's
While
terror
doing
too, though.
yes,
Mask and camp.
yes,
It is sheer terror. But like
Yes.
that's how the
It's
Joker would
gone.
do is like he would laugh at torture, you know, like he laughs at things that aren't funny. That's his whole shtick.
I think the entirety of the Dark Knight trilogy is taken seriously.
It is.
Yeah.
It definitely is.
Just like
But
Lord of the Rings. So
but
I feel
people
like
who take it serious and like, or I think they wrote in, like you said, there's moments of levity, but I think it's just I don't necessarily know how you would separate the two.
I think Nolan took the body of work. He developed it in the style of someone who wrote, created a very, very popular like theme in Batman, which was the street level Miller style. And Nolan created like a trilogy piece of work, like Peter Jackson created like Lord of the Rings. I mean, like it or not, he definitely made his own stylistic choices.
So my theory on that is this: the Nolan trilogy, right? Let's just make it a saga. Let's say it gets 8 movies, right? There are specific Batman villains that do not work in that universe because there's no sci-fi, there's no fantasy, right? It's a grounded, realistic.
It's all street
universe.
level.
You're
No magic.
You're not doing a giant mutant killer Croc. You're
No
not doing.
reboot.
You're not doing.
No Clayface.
Right. You're not going to get Clayface. You're not going to get.
Even the Bane was hyper realistic.
Right. And you're not even going to get Mr. Freeze. Like you're not getting a lot of characters.
Scarecrow was
And I think that the problem with the Pattinson is that it also skews that realistic. Where it's
but
like
I think we don't. I think we might be over analyzing and assuming that, because early on, like for the second Batman, for Batman 2, like one of the biggest characters Matt Reeves has been juggling with is Mr. Freeze, and we have no clue how he'll approach that or what I want to do with that.
He'll approach it wrong.
We don't. I'm not saying right or wrong. I'm just talking about the sense of how far will we come off of grounded level? Will we go to the first floor? Maybe are we going to the second floor?
I think if you do, you're doing a disservice to the original Batman, because you then alter its tone, putting it in the same universe
like
with something
Bob Kane's
fantastical.
Batman?
When the Robert Pattinson film with Matt Reeves, I think you then do a disservice to the Penguin, which was very grounded, very serious, very much a crime story, right?
But we saw that freakazoid Joker take too, with no explanation on how or why he got that way or what's up with that too. So there's that tease in there that added a little
Scarred-faced
bit more
maniac is not the same thing as like a fantastical element.
Yeah, I'm not saying man bats flying around with a pair of blue jeans on.
Right.
I'm just saying we don't know the level in which this universe exists at all.
If we're doing a Batman and Robin film
down the road
or the Brave and the Bold,
or,
which is what they were announcing initially, which is what they're looking towards
with Damien.
Yeah, if we're doing that, I want him fighting a fucking army of man bats. Give me
man bat is enough.
No, it's fucking not. It's not enough.
No, okay? I'm saying it's enough because the character's too lame.
I want campy. I want there to be a giant mechanical fucking T-Rex in the goddamn Batcave.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that part.
So like,
and the penny. Don't forget the penny.
The penny, sure.
We got to have.
Let's do a flashback of how he got the penny. You know,
how do you even get it in there?
How are you ever going to get it out?
That's what I'm saying. To get it, to even get it in there. Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, I want a Batman movie that is totally congruent with the Superman film we just got.
I want a Condiment King.
Yeah, that'd be a fun one to have. Like, I can see that happening in the Creature Commander cartoon. I just
want to make it a little bit more dark.
So I think
have Robin's first faux pas as Robin after he was trained not to be an assassin, fucking killing Kite Man, but make it somebody like fucking Kite Man.
Oh,
you know,
terrible to kill Kite Man.
I don't give a shit, but like, give me if you're gonna have him kill a fucking random, make it somebody who's a corny fucking villain. Like, I
He
mean,
just
I want
pokes him on purpose, like done.
yeah, I think that we've gotten now they're working on the second film in 5 in a row that are Batman needs to be grounded and dark and gritty and realistic. And I agree there should be a darkness there. There should be a grittiness there. But also he's a fucking cartoon character for children. It's make a fucking Batman that lives in the same universe as this Superman. Make a Batman that we can see on a Justice League with David Cornsweet. Like I want to see another side of Batman. I want to see more of Batman than we've gotten out of these other films. Because
I don't want to see a Batman movie tonally anything like the Superman that we just saw. That doesn't mean I don't want to see his woo-woo villains. His
I'm not saying exactly the same into it. I'm saying
it needs
congruent.
To be
They should
totally,
fit
it needs to
together.
be totally opposite. I get like you need to have the same continuity level, like with these villains, like we should have a Bane that's larger than life. A Man Bat should be something normal in this.
Yes.
I get you on there. That's not crazy to me. But all these people that want this to like, because I've had countless conversations of people that don't understand the difference in tone of these characters, and something that has been like a stumbling point for the MCU, whether people realize it or not. These carbon copy movies make you burn out on them, and these characters are not similar in tone, in comic book, in storytelling, in themes. Nothing about them is similar, other than they both have larger than life adventures they go on. Gotham has to be dark. It has to be broody. It has to be look nothing like Metropolis. They don't look similar ever. That's not a thing. Just go back. The perfect example.
There's one thing though that Batman is not allergic to color though. Like there shouldn't be an absence of color.
That was a choice.
Absence of color, but
that was a stylistic choice.
Like, dude, the Dark Knight.
I don't disagree. It would be nice. Tim Burton wasn't like that. Tim Burton made it fun.
Even if you have like the blue and gray suit, which is my favorite Batman suit, blue and gray, he's still the Dark Knight.
Yeah.
He's not fighting crime during brunch at like a big beautiful statue on unveiling at this new skyscraper that's amazing in their city. They're not out celebrating the fantastic infrastructure of Gotham. It's a fucked up city.
Yeah, but if something happens if a national tragedy happens in Gotham and the sun happens to be up, it's not going to stop Batman from showing up and fighting crime.
No, he's got the signal. Yeah. Can't find it. It's day. I turned the signal on. It's noon, you asshole. I couldn't see
it. Batman's got the rest of us got.
There's a character called the Signal. He is the defender of the day of Gotham in the day.
I don't want to hear anything about Duke. They told us Duke was going to be a thing, and he hasn't been a thing. And I'm not going to read all these tertiary titles to find out that Duke happens to actually be a thing. I don't care about Duke. Nobody cares about Duke. Don't put him in the fucking movies.
Of course he matters. I just had Cully do a commission of the Signal.
Oh. When he was Duke and he was in the We Are Robin book, he was fun.
If they sit there and they try to paint everything like Superman, this universe is going to fall flat on its face. And that's why I'm glad that we have like the tonal shift from Superman to Peacemaker. I'm glad that it's somebody else doing Lanterns that's trying to do it in the style and tone of True Detectives. I'm glad that Clayface is supposed to be a body horror film made with a moderate budget as for an R-rated audience, where they're not looking to make $500 million on it. We're looking for $100 million successful film, and anything past that is just awesome. Like that's
I just want something
this far into the superhero movie craze that you have to do something different. You have to realize that this little mindset of this needs to look like this and influence this, that's done. That's dead. That's over. They have to.
What you're doing now is you're erasing the one part of a singular vision for the DCU being interesting at all.
Nope.
These puzzle pieces should fit together. There shouldn't be the same picture on each piece, but when they come together, they should make one picture. That's the way it should work.
Yeah,
and
but
there are shadows on pictures.
Your puzzle's too small is my
there's
point.
Light on pictures.
You're using a 4-piece puzzle. It needs to be a 1,000-piece puzzle. Where this puzzle over here is on the bottom left, but this one's on the top right. They fit together. They do not contradict each other. But what happens in Superman doesn't mean fuck all to what happens in Clayface. He has a standalone movie that doesn't affect anything,
that's fine.
But nothing happens contradicts it. And that's the level in which
that's fine. If you ever want to have a Justice League movie that is successful, you need to have Batman and Superman operate in the same universe. It doesn't have to be tonally the same, but it should be tonally congruent. If magic exists in Superman, it needs to exist in Batman.
That's continuity. That's not tone. That's what I'm saying. The continuities cannot contradict each other, and that I agree. Like lanterns should look night and day to Clayface, to Superman, because if you go pick up a fucking Green Lantern comic, it is night and day. It is nothing like your Batman comic. It's nothing like your Superman comic, but the events in that Green Lantern comic do not contradict the timeline or the events of Superman. They just don't give a fuck about those events until you get to an issue where, all right, we're heading back to Earth because Superman turned on a beacon. We're going to go see if he needs help. And then your stories start intersecting. Continuity is what you're thinking of. Tonally, they need to be completely different. A space opera
I don't think that it definitely. I don't think that it needs to be. I don't think. What I'm saying is tonal congruence. I'm not saying the exact same tone, but the tone of the two films can't be so polar opposite that you can't imagine them in the same world, right? So you've got Winter Soldier is a completely different tone than Guardians of the Galaxy.
Correct. Yeah.
They exist in the same continuity.
Yeah. So now you're saying what I'm saying. That's how it should be. The tone should be different, but they don't contradict each other.
But they have a tonal congruence.
Different pockets of the same universe.
There aren't things
I agree
tonally that will contradict each other. And I think that the Batman, as it stands right now, is a tonal contradiction to the continuity of Superman.
Or you could say Superman is a tonal contradiction of the tone of Batman.
There you go. Because
because one is in the DCU and the other one is not.
Now, if you know that, like again, if they wanted to,
I don't have a dog in this fight.
Just hypothetically, if they're going to put it in there, I mentioned it earlier. The DCU Batman they want on the timeline where he already has Damian. That puts Superman, who just appeared 3 years ago. So that means like at the time of Superman, Damian's at worst 9 years old. That means Robert Pattinson's Batman, who's on year 2. That's why I said the Batman worst case scenario, if they do put Batman in continuity of the DCU, this takes place a long time before Superman, before the rise of the metahumans.
But there's been metahumans on Earth for 300 years.
Doesn't mean that they've been exposed to the public. Metahumans on Earth don't mean anything. We have no context for that. That could be new gods operating in the background. That can literally be Amazons on their island, isolated from everybody. It doesn't mean shit.
I think that we're going to find out the Amazons were there a lot longer than 300 years.
Yeah.
So I think that 300 years is kind of when they started to emerge, right? When it started to be a thing that people noticed. I think we're going to get, hopefully we get some sort of nod.
I want Golden Age heroes in World War II. And I guess that's a good point. We have the mural, right, in the Hall of Justice. So we have at least the JSA members fighting in World War II, at least.
Right. It seems like a strange thing to have not come up.
Yeah. But to be fair, the JSA operated Black Ops. Like they were off books back in the day. Like they weren't running public figures. They weren't.
Yeah, but if there are metahumans, there are good guys and there are bad guys. And if there are bad guys who want to do bad things and they're metahumans, what's going to keep them out of the most popular place to do bad fucking things, Gotham City?
I don't think Gotham's that desirable for folks.
I mean, before Batman was there, you could just
walk into the bank and
kind of like the Isle of Tortuga, right? When I think of Gotham City as a villain, I think of the Isle of Tortuga. It's like occasionally you go there and you do your fucked up pirate shit, and then occasionally Batman shows up and you go, "Oh shit, we shouldn't be here."
Damn it! We were having a good time.
What happened? What happened? Did things get said that can't be unsaid?
The Isle of Tortuga. Did I bring up Pirates of the Caribbean?
Oh fuck!
Who was it? Keith Richards.
Yeah,
he played his dad. That was amazing.
He's got the cure to cancer in that blood and everything else. I think he probably has cure to like any dangerous retrovirus, like or hemorrhagic fever. He probably has the cure in his blood.
He's patient zero for all of them already.
I just think we've gone so far into the reality that if you give me a little bit more Batman and Robin, give me a little bit more Joel Schumacher, it's not going to kill us.
I don't
Not
want
to go
the
that
campy shit,
far.
man. Like, and I get
That movie is a
DC
perfect adaptation of the 60s TV show.
Plastic nipples.
Yep.
Yeah, Schumacher was leaning
a
into
toy
the
commercial
66
built to
stuff,
be a
and
movie.
Toy Biz had the final say over all the suit design and vehicle designs, and they were able to
Bat
demand
nipples?
how many vehicles are in there for the sake
And
of selling
bat
cars.
nipples.
Because
Bro,
how
that
you
movie
said
is
like
awesome.
how you said like Batman is a character ultimately a kid's
I did like
cartoon.
Uma Thurman.
He's not anymore. He can be if you want him to be, but that's just not what he's been marketed to for a while. And Batman and Robin is an example of when they do market to that.
No.
Which I love that movie. Don't get me
give it
wrong.
more
I
like-
rewatched it as an adult, but that's why
Forget more Schumacher. Give me some more of that Keaton Burton Batman elements to it. Now that I'm down with.
and that's straight up Denny O'Neil,
I'm
Neil
gonna
Adams,
say
The Dark
some
Knight.
horrible things that are going to not endear me to the public. Because those
Say
movies
'em.
do not hold up.
Yeah, I think Batman '89.
Fuck, they don't. I love 'em. I sat
89
there and
does
watched it.
not hold up.
I watched
don't know
Batman
how-
Returns like early.
Batman
last-
Returns is more fun.
I loved it.
It does more.
It is fun. It's campier.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
But it's
I
also
remember how
allergic to
everyone
color.
was mad that Snyder's Batman killed. You remember in Batman Returns, Caroline,
watch
when Batman Returns, when
I remember
Batman is killing all the circus freaks in the opening scene, and he takes the dynamite and puts it on Bam Bam Bigelow's belt and
Yep.
throws him in a fucking dumpster and blows him up.
Yep.
Batman's been killing people in movies since Batman '89. Like he's just, and then when it happens in the Snyder movie, people are like, "This isn't Batman."
Well, because
They just
Batman
didn't
doesn't
show,
just
like-
like strap guns to everything and blow everything apart. Like he's
I
fucking
He
love-
Rest.
literally does it in the opening scene of Batman and Returns. Like he's murdering everybody. He
Two wrongs
drives
don't make
through
a right.
Gotham.
Two wrongs don't make a right.
He
Even I
literally
agree,
murdered a bunch
War.
of clowns.
Even I agree.
The answer is
Mm.
both.
The answer can be both.
Well, look
Aw.
at that. Who knew that they were together?
You okay, meow?
By that I
just
meant in
woke
the
up,
same
I
physical
just
location.
woke up.
Nothing else was intended.
I
You
just
sickos.
woke up. I don't know what happened. Oh.
You see, and earlier we were asked whether or not you were still asleep, and Lady F said no. Of course not.
You're always up before me.
I don't know
Up and
what
at 'em.
happened. I just overslept. I don't know. And then I was like, oh my God, they're already on.
Go get some coffee.
I will. I'm going to get coffee and stuff.
I made a pod.
All right. Hi.
I want some
I
pop.
drink a pot.
I
Are
just
you-
think I want something different, man. We've got too much.
No,
Too
black
much
coffee is
serious.
just fine. Thanks. Appreciate it, though.
Yeah, but wouldn't you like a caramel macchiato sometimes?
No,
They're good. I want both, Drew. I want
No,
both from the
I want it
universe.
black the way that it comes out of the bean.
Like
Nothing
back in the
else.
day, how you pointed out we had a Guardians, but if that wasn't your favorite tone, you had Winter Soldier coming up right behind it. That's how it has to be. And like it's no secret. Like they got like this works. Let's just keep doing this. And they
Well,
just
and let's talk
bring
about the
in
Guardians.
something
How many different tonal iterations have we seen as the Guardians just in comics? About 3 different ones.
at least, yeah.
And so, like, the same I would say could be said for Batman. Like, there have been
Even
tonal
more.
shifts throughout the existence of Batman. So, would it be fair for different directors, based on how much freedom they have, to focus on ones that appeal the most to them, or they think they could make the best?
Yeah, that's the Superman argument too. How a lot of people with the Snyder versus Gunn.
Superman's felt very
Maybe-
60s. Like, that was the thing.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Superman's been around so long. Like Gunn clearly pulled inspiration from a handful of different
A
places
more
to create
pure early time.
to
Even
create
look at Disney.
his vision of Superman. You can
Times
see
were
his
different.
influences.
They were.
And Snyder pulled very strictly from the Miller stuff. Like,
Yeah,
and that's a smaller pocket of people that are familiar with it. It's a less seen side of Superman, but it is a side of Superman.
We've driven him to the bong.
I'm
driven
just
the man
saying.
to a
I
bong.
want finally to get something that represents the DCU in the same way that we got for as long as it lasted at its top peak level, the MCU. And
Yeah.
it doesn't have, they don't all have to be the same direction. They don't all have to have jokes. They don't all have to, be, super duper blockbuster action flicks. I'm with having a couple of different takes on these characters, but I want them to operate in the same world.
Yeah, I think we all agree on that for sure.
Right. And I
We
just
can-
think
we
that
can
we've gotten
debate the
so
details,
much
but we all
Batman.
agree.
we've gotten so much Batman where it feels like, you know, year one and Dark Knight Returns are the only thing that these, you know, producers have read, right? And I feel like there's
that's
a lot.
definitely a part of it. Like
Batman is so
their
much
comic,
more.
Bring
their
Burton
comic knowledge
back.
is limited. That's going to be a problem with comic book content for comic book readers. I think forever. I think our level of acceptance has changed over the years because most of these people that come in and take on these projects are taking on and doing an adaptation based off their limited exposure to it. And their limited exposure is always going to go to the most polarizing stories or things that they're recommended or that they see as most beloved in the public eye, which for us, it's been talked about, read about so many times that that's not the interesting points to us anymore. The interesting stuff is lying in the shadows and the corners of the character. And that stuff is never going to make it to the forefront for the general audience. I think that's something
I
that
don't
we're
think
going to
it's so much even that the stuff is
because
hiding.
it's not made for us. It's made for a more general.
Right.
Well,
but I also think
made
that
for us, but the deep cuts always take time to get to. That you don't never start with deep cuts.
originally these comic stories weren't made just for the nerds either. There was a broader form of entertainment back in the day. Kids used to read comic books. Like it
still
wasn't.
do.
Yes, they do, but not on the level that they used
Not
to.
nearly the level.
Right.
They don't read on the level that they
Exactly.
used to. Period. They're
So
playing
here's-
games or they're
Right.
Fortniting.
I don't think there's anything wrong with adapting The Dark Knight Returns.
Oh,
I don't
God,
think there's
Birch is
anything
here.
wrong with adapting year one, right? But the reason that those stories hit the way they do is because that this character has existed in the way that it has throughout continuity for long enough that these things are departures or deeper dives into that
Unique
character.
tonal shifts.
Give
from a
me
classic.
something like let's establish these characters in a way first before we fucking dissect them. Like, what do you learn from Watchmen if you've never read a comic book before?
I never recommend people to Watchmen unless they've spent some time with comics.
Right. And I
love
would
it.
say like one of my favorite stories over the last couple of years has been Black Hammer, like everything they've done with that universe.
Jeff Lemire stuff.
Yeah. But
I
like
read
if
it. My
I
pops has read it. He likes it.
it's the thing is it's not a dissection or an homage as much as just it's like it's both at the same time. But of everything in comics, there's a
I
Golden
could
Age
easily
story,
say
there's a
that about
Silver Age story,
Santos sisters.
there's a sci-fi story, there's that Morrison style head up his ass like sci-fi existential bullshit going on. There's a vigilante story with a Batman type Punisher crossover kind of guy. Like they have everything that they do in comics is homaged and dissected at the same time by Lemire throughout this universe. But if you've never read comics, I don't think you can really appreciate it. If you're not like a deep dive comic book reader who has read something in just about every one of these lanes, you can't fully appreciate what that story does. So it's not something I would recommend to people who aren't comic book readers. But if you're a comic book reader, I think that it's very interesting. I think in the same way, if we don't give Batman his own due, where we show him as Batman, as a detective, you know, raising Robin, dealing with his parents and all that nonsense. We don't get into all the minutia, but like you should show who that character is before you do a dissection piece about him. This is the way I feel about it. Like Red Sun should not be the first Superman story you read. It means nothing if you don't have any sort of understanding for what Superman is.
I mean, I understand. I agree. That's a valid argument or counterpoint or point.
If we're trying to bring these stories to the biggest, widest audience possible, like sometimes you need to, like, I really don't want to see, you know, the pearls drop in in Crime Alley again.
But at the same time,
at the same time, you need to kind of give people a jumping on point and let them know what is actually going on.
Well, but then there's also like level of interest, and you're always like, okay, well, what sells more and what doesn't sell more? So maybe the artist or the writer would love to go more in depth, but that's just not the stories that are selling or, you know, the direction. I don't know, man. It's just,
Yeah, you got to get a fish on the line before you start reeling it in. You know what I mean? Like what is going to grab these people's attention? I think that if you add a little bit more fun, well, maybe. I just think if you add a little bit more fun into the Batman universe, then it will benefit.
Well, so
overall.
the thing that I know that appeals for like with Uncanny X-Men and why it has such a draw to it is that it's got a lot of interpersonal like family dynamics and like there's
dynasty.
Well, and it's like there are also points of levity and also more serious shit. But it's like, I think what Claremont did is being able to draw out and identify the humanity in superhuman characters. That is very special, I think. And to be able to do that, you're always going to have a lot of popularity with characters that can do that. And for me, I think Superman did that to an extent that I probably have not seen him. In the Reeves ones, I saw that level of humanity, I would say. But this is the first time I saw Superman as more of an Earthling and less of a Kryptonian.
It was to the annoying part.
Well, right, and it being an active choice.
Yeah, I mean, I understand it was a choice, but
no, by him, by Superman.
Oh no, but I thought even a directorial choice on how they chose to portray him as a whiny bitch and everything else. That
wow,
dude, come on, look at how in the interview with him and Lois, tell me
great.
he's not a whiny bitch. I mean, Jesus Christ, I've never seen Superman portrayed as like I can't handle an interview, one-on-one conversation.
So I
he's
think
not
for
in
him,
control of what he's saying and what he's.
I saw that as more as naivete of him just being like, he's from a completely different planet and he couldn't possibly conceptualize that he would be perceived any different than just doing the right thing. And it's like, no, bro, people have agendas. And just because you're pure of heart does not mean you're going to be perceived as pure of heart.
I think he also had a naivete of not realizing that Lois was going to absolutely
lambaste his ass.
Right, by saying everything that she knew was going to trigger him.
Yes,
she knew she was pushing his buttons. That's not him being a whiny bitch. It's him not realizing he's being blindsided by his significant other.
I preface everything in that my previous my critiques of this movie stem from I have never read any sustained Superman elements. Superman shows up occasionally in comics I read. I've not read Superman comics. All my experience and exposure has been movies and like George Reeves TV. So from my point of view, and this is why I say that, hey, this is just my view. Oh, I have never seen Superman not 100% in control. And so when of himself, of his thoughts, of what he's doing, he's, he comes into a scene, he is the point of focus and he's in control of what's going on. So to see him portrayed in such a completely different manner where he's not in control of a situation that he's having to react to and he's reacting poorly to a situation was such a jarring juxtaposition that it made it where I wasn't pleased with it.
Fair enough. Not all things are for all people.
Yeah, no, I acknowledge it was there's a point of, if you're trying to the point is to try to make him more connected, more human, and that's where they get to at the end is trying to say that, hey, look, I'm just as human as anybody else and all this other stuff. These are things that lead into that stylist choice. It's not the choice. It's just for me, it wasn't what I was looking for in the movie or hoping for from a portrayal of Superman. So
yeah, fair enough. But as Caroline said, basically with the X-Men stuff, like the strength being with the interpersonal drama of the characters, we've gotten some good X-Men films, some great X-Men films, I might even say. Some turds, but it's going to happen. You're going to get a whole lot across that spectrum if you make that many movies. But because of the nature of these being feature films, like some of this interpersonal drama is just like gone by the wayside in order for them to latch on to the big pieces, like everything's about the sweet romance of Charles Xavier and Magneto, and then it's like blows this whole Wolverine and Jean dynamic up because he had a crush in that first movie. But like meanwhile, we don't get anything between Cyclops and Jean Grey. Really, we don't get any of that development between these long-standing relationships, and it's kind of left people in wanting, I would say.
I would have loved to have seen more Famke Janssen, fucking Hugh Jackman, and what's that? James Madsen, like tension. That trio, they were hot.
I don't think anybody got a more raw deal playing a superhero than James Marsden did. Like,
I'm not going to disagree, but I also feel
hey,
that
we hired you to be the leader of the X-Men. Well, what do? You show up and smile once, you show up and grimace once, and then you get killed off.
That is Cyclops to me. That is Cyclops. I just
It's
do
not
like
Cyclops.
Him. He did his. He knew his role and shut his mouth, and I thought that was perfect.
X-Men 97. That's Cyclops. He shows up. He's an absolute badass. His team might not like him, but they have to respect him
propel himself, which is he's
best.
never done before in comics. That
he's
was
done a lot of things
crazy.
in comics.
To me, my X-Men.
Yeah.
Yo,
the first time he's fighting with that Sentinel arm and he hits
they
an angle on the
unpussified
floor
him
to slide across the floor. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Testosterone back.
Yeah.
I'm
He's
very
on
tough
TRT.
on anything Disney MCU, and that shit was hard as shit in the X-Men.
Yeah, because he's not like that in comics. If you read, he's a.
They've ruined his character for some reason. They turned his character into a whipping post joke. I don't know why.
Him falling in love with Madeline
great right now.
I'm just pissed. What?
Cyclops is great right now.
I don't mean like today.
Right now.
He
Which
went
one
through
are
like
you
a whole
reading, though?
decade of being like used as just, I don't know, used to abuse for story narrative purposes.
They did a little bit of character assassination on them, kind of made him the Magneto, but that made him better, made him more interesting.
And I wouldn't call it character assassination because I think that gets thrown around. Personally, I just say like the direction this character went was just didn't care for it because you can always bring him back because it wasn't like just overnight. It was definitely a story progression over time that took him to weird.
Yeah, it wasn't like
the same thing with Charles here and there.
It wasn't like Civil War and Civil War II and Captain Marvel, which was like just like no, we're just gonna make her an absolute twat waffle. Why? Just because.
Carol Danvers.
Yeah.
Oh, but she's a little cunty. I kind of love it.
She's got that boss bitch cuntiness to her, right?
I love
she's
it.
She's always had that cockiness.
And so she has.
She's an absolute badass.
She brought it to the screen and people hated her for it.
Oh, I fucking love that movie.
I love it too.
Brie Larson is the most beautiful women on the planet.
And she was a badass Captain Marvel and played
fantastic.
it too.
That movie's actually really good.
I know. And the people that about it.
Because there's 17 people watching, I just need to throw it out. That movie was ass, but we don't have to debate it.
Oh, God.
I was going to say, Mark's
talk about
opinion,
all the other movies that are ass.
I just want to make sure that there's some balance on this panel. Y'all are getting ahead of you. Y'all
$1 billion.
Y'all have your fun. Yeah. And
$1 billion.
The strategically marketing of placing it between the two finale.
I will strategically market your testicles into
the
your
audience that you have to watch it to understand Endgame had nothing to do with it. And the fact that everyone's response was, what the fuck did they just
Sorry
do?
about that.
They gave us a great movie with fucking scrolls in it.
Yeah, it was so great. Yeah, they really portrayed the scrolls well, didn't they?
They kind of did, bro.
Yeah, they kind of got them
did it for
right.
those that clearly have amnesia.
If you can make a scroll relatable, you did a good job.
They're like all refugees. Most of them are horrible criminals, but they're refugees.
Yeah,
they're all sweet little aliens that are just looking for a new home, and nobody loves the fuck. They're alien invader pieces of shit. They're playing to like a little.
You say that about most of our races on Earth here.
Yeah, but they're not from Earth. I thought they were based on a comic. Are they based on
not
Earth?
From Earth.
It's
not real though,
but the real bad guys are the Kree. Don't you know that?
They're all bad
exactly
guys.
because they're authoritarian
Hey,
assholes.
watch this. Hey, Drew,
they're all not from here.
Drew,
running around
in the
judging.
Avatar movie, who's the bad guy?
Accusing.
What's that?
I'm accusing.
In
I'm
the
Ronan
Avatar
accusing
movie,
you.
Who's the bad guy?
The blue people.
Ronan the accuser.
And why are they the bad guy?
Because
they want to keep the unobtainium from us.
Because they're not Earthlings. That's right.
They want to keep the unobtainium from the Earthlings who.
I just want to make sure we get back to the Drew is Team Earthling when it comes down to it.
Look, I just want you to know right now is those blue bastards. They're
they
hoarding.
Gotta go.
They're hoarding all the unobtainium. They're not even using it. They're fucking their horses with their ponytails. What are they using the unobtainium for? They're not.
I want to know. You ain't ready to find out.
I'm not ready to find out more about ponytail horse fucking. That's what I don't want to know.
It doesn't end at horses, Drew.
I bet it doesn't.
It
like
doesn't
this, like
I remember that kid with the whale. Him and that whale were close.
Free Willy.
He was inside. He went inside that whale.
I
Free
bet
Willy.
he did. I bet that whale went inside him too.
He went inside that whale to plug up.
That's perverted and weird. And I'm
talking
going
about?
on Cliff's channel.
Is that Mission
I got enough of
Impossible?
that coming up.
What?
So many levels. In Avatar 2, have y'all seen
Yeah.
Avatar 2 with the
Oh, because
giant
it's
whale?
There's a young boy, and he has a very
Avatar
equal
2,
relationship with
more
the whale.
bright colors.
Avatar 2, more whale fucking.
Hey, flying and
The
swimming.
start
in
of the whale
pools,
fucking.
cool.
Good morning,
Avatar
Justin
2,
Birch. Where
we
do
go
you
to the
stand
recycling
on
center.
whale fucking? Let's get Justin Birch to weigh in on this.
There's
He's
whale
actually,
sex in Avatar? Okay, I'm watching it.
What am I weighing in on?
This is what I
whale
walk
fucking.
into.
This is
This
what
is-
I walk into. Izzy. I
Am
know.
I,
Whale
am I-
fucking. You don't walk into it. You wade into it.
You wade into it.
Are you asking if I'm pro or con?
Yes.
I
Who
got
is
some
the whale? Who is the
Consensual whale fucking.
subject real quick.
Yeah, that's a good point, Drew. We'll add consensual to it.
I got something
Consensual.
for I got something for Rob. I want to open up for him.
As long as it's consensual.
There you
I'm
go.
Well, I don't know.
There you
Diddy
go.
Pops.
JB doesn't judge. Good morning, Izzy.
What's up?
I like the little thing you sent in the group chat. I literally was thinking about that last night, just putting up Bleaker with the whole
What?
"if you know, you know."
What are you looking at, Beaker? Oh man. My other favorite is like Ginger Cool.
What?
Ginger Cool. I'm gonna call you Ginger Cool.
Yeah, God, I like that he didn't stop. I like that as soon as he said
What
it,
speaker?
he's immediately talking to other people and calling him that to other people who have no context.
Oh man, I already love him. He's my favorite character already of
Me
the
and
new
Ginger
season.
Cool, we're good.
Who is he watching? What?
I
Oh,
don't
it's got to be
know.
Peacemaker.
It's
Gotta be
Peacemaker.
Peacemaker.
You can't just make up names for people and start calling them that.
You pie? Like
No, apparently you can.
Your Meadows proves that you can.
I think the president's proved you can.
And on top of that, Drew,
Get
if
him,
you push back-
Marco.
if you
Oh,
push
but-
back against it, it's only going to get worse. You'll be instantly demoted.
Such a nasty one.
He stole every scene he was in. He was so good.
See, when he first shows up, and the Economos points the gun at him in the holster, and he's like, "Show me your ID slowly." He's like, "Well, I don't have to do it slowly because you can't fire through your holster, but I will do it slowly out of respect."
Because I'm polite.
Peaches and
I don't think you know how holsters work. You think you can't fire through
let
it.
go.
Oh my goodness.
No, probably not accurately.
Yeah, you can show it after.
I am gonna show it.
He kept demoting the guy because he wasn't accepting his name. I'm gonna call you Q Pie now. Oh my goodness, that was so funny.
Yeah, I already got in trouble about talking about knocking somebody's huevos up their esophagus. So gotta watch my language.
So what's going on,
no
everybody?
balking.
How's everyone doing?
Not diddly. I'm good. Hold on just a second.
Well, things are up, things are down, things are all around.
There we go.
About par for the course this morning.
Mm.
No, I was shooting a bogey.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it happens.
If you birdie the next hole, then you'll feel better about it.
Yeah, it's true.
Or you
Or
can
get an
quit
eagle.
and head to the clubhouse for a drink, and you'll feel better about that too.
Yeah, I could. It's only 6 o'clock in the morning here, though.
Only?
It's true. I'm here.
I'm not here to judge you for staying
Not with
up late.
Rob, but
You're in my time zone.
mm,
Well, technically not. You're in Arizona time zone.
it's 6:08 here.
Right, but
I'm
but-
busting. The Lady Fantastic woke up before I did.
So
She's
what's
only
going on? We have a girls hangout going
Don't
on?
make it more
Issue.
than what it is. Is he? Jesus Christ.
Crossover
Yeah.
issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
Nobody ever complained about getting all the peanut
yeah,
butter
big
chocolate.
pillow fights every night. Yeah, in our lingerie. That's all we're doing.
Talk about each other.
Splitting your hair and talking about boys.
Talking about your menzies.
Oh my god, that's all we're doing.
Oh my god. Can't believe it. Oh my god.
Can't believe this conversation.
Hey, I walked into the whales doing it, okay? What am I supposed to do?
Rob, this
You
is
gotta
for
get
you.
in
I
where
want to
you
open it
fit
up
in.
for you.
I'm just saying.
Hold on.
Rob,
Yeah.
I bought this for you.
It's a Nightmare Before Christmas one.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. I'm gonna open it up.
She's not going to send it to you. She's
I am
going to
gonna
open
send
it
it
for
to
you
you.
and send it
Oh,
to you.
Open it for
she
you.
bought it for me, but she's gonna open it and keep it. Got it.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna
how that
She's
open
going
works.
to open it and send it to you.
Because I got.
She's
I'm
gonna
gonna
open
send
it for
C3
you,
stuff. I'm gonna.
And if
end up
it's not
sending
great, you can get it. But if it's
I'm gonna end
great,
up
you
sending
can keep
C3
it.
shit too.
If it's a
If it's a-
collectible one, she's keeping. But
Oh, it's a chase? Fuck off, Rob.
no, yeah, exactly.
Now, Rob, do you collect these?
I don't actively collect them, but I do have a whole shelves full of stuff, Nightmare Before Christmas stuff, that people send me unsolicited.
Yes.
Unmentionable.
Oh, good. I'm so
Well, in the spirit of unsolicited.
Is it an Oogie Boogie?
It-
Yes.
That is the Oogie Boogie. I was hoping it would be the Oogie Boogie too.
Oogie Boogie is my
Oh, you
favorite.
got to send it now.
I'm going to.
Oogie Boogie is
Sexual
my
Just
word.
like to
favorite.
send stuff to Lady Prime and everything.
Thank you.
Oh,
I
you're
love Oogie
welcome.
Boogie.
Here, let me take them out. Let me see if I can take them out. Here he
Boogie
is.
boogie.
Oh, the
Yeah.
cutest oogiest of the boogie.
I have. Oh, the only one of those I have is actually a Darth Vader that somebody sent me for some reason.
Well, now he's
Yeah.
got Oogie
Oh.
Boogie.
But
now
Oogie
you got-
Boogie, yeah.
Yeah,
Oogie's
now you
my.
want you can keep it in your
Does he
pocket,
come
Rob.
out? Does
No,
he
it will
slide
go
out of
on
the
my.
little
It
thing?
will go on my shelf. Here, let me see if I can do this. The camera.
Is that an Oogie
my hand might
Boogie
be
in your
tight.
pocket?
Wait,
Is that-
Nobody
is
else
that-
see me.
so,
Oh, and there's a whole shelf of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Paraphernalia.
Yes, I see it.
So
The
now you
little-
have a tiny Oogie Boogie.
I don't think he smokes
See,
out of all
that shelf right there is where most of the little things that people sent me that friends and
You
stuff
never
have
asked
gifted
for.
me that yeah, I don't actively collect them, but I do get them, except for the Yahtzee.
Seems pretty active
Oogie
to
Boogie
me.
Yahtzees I bought for me because I do collect some of the video game, the different board games. Yeah, I have
Nerd.
I have the Nightmare Before Christmas Operation and Monopoly and Clue and
Do you play
Yahtzee.
Scrabble?
I haven't played Scrabble in years.
What's the matter with you, Rob? You should be the Scrabble king.
Yeah.
I don't
You
spell
should-
well. I have a great vernacular, but I don't
I
spell
do.
worth shit.
Yeah. I
Neither
don't think that matters. That doesn't matter if you get
Spelling does
does.
matter when you play
Because you can
Scrabble.
do-
It's
It does.
it's like the
Depends on who
only
you're
thing
playing
that matters. Above
Well,
all
Lady
else.
Fantastic and I have been playing like every morning, right? Like an epic Scrabble game,
almost.
almost every morning. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oops.
And she has managed to kick my ass, I think, every time. Right?
That surprises me not.
Except for yesterday, I came damn close. Right?
Yeah, she was closer. Yep.
That's
She,
what a
would you believe?
delightful way to
Missed
put
me-
that.
Missed me by that much.
I like the way
I wasn't
Caroline is
100
saying
behind.
it.
There wasn't
I
a
like-
100-point differential.
I like the way Caroline is saying it in a way that, yeah, sure, you beat me. It's like almost as if she was allowing her to win.
No, she didn't get beat. She just, it was a more competitive
She's
game.
like-
than some
You
of the
guys
others.
ever play the Upwards?
No.
Oh, it's great. It's Scrabble, but the board is smaller, but you can stack the tiles.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
it's-
playing Boggle when we don't have.
She's
the-
better
the-
at Boggle than I am because it takes me longer to think and find things, and she can just like.
you don't
So
see the
she's better
simple
at
words
Boggle.
because you're looking for the big words.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think she's
Maybe.
looking for the big words. Yep.
I think
She's
the
got the big
biggest
brain.
word I found in Boggle so far was a veneer.
Yeah.
My ex-wife was increasingly better at Boggle than somebody of her mental capacity should be. Like she was. I don't mean that. I will not say any nice things about this woman, but I don't mean that in a disparaging way. Like she was very dyslexic, had a hard time reading, but
Yes.
was really good at Boggle because of the way that the letters were mixed up.
They're all
It's
mixed
like
up.
she'd hit you with
Superpower.
7 3-letter words before you even knew what you were looking at.
Yeah.
So
Don't look at me like I'm some crazy person.
And that was the cause. And that was the cause of the
The
divorce.
Boggle
oh,
Savant.
God.
Boggle
Yeah.
was it. That
If
was the
only.
straw that broke the camel's back.
Oh, she beat me in a game that I don't care about. Sure.
Yeah, it's over.
That's it.
Done with
That's
you.
all she
If you
wrote,
ever
man.
beat
I
me at
had
Monopoly,
enough
you
of
know,
you.
we'd have problems, but
Get
that
out.
was not, yeah.
How dare you beat me like that? We're through.
Yeah. So she beat
Feeling
me at
such
Boggle,
less
and then
of a
she
man.
spent all of her money putting drugs up her nose, and it was really the Boggle that did it.
It
Wow,
was.
wow, that got deep. That got really deep fast.
Hey, well,
That's as deep as I'm going. That's pretty
what she
shallow.
said.
sometimes truth hurts, bro.
Yeah, we're dipping toes, and we're not diving. It gets weird.
Why line.
Did you show up all your stuff from the shows?
I'm not. I mean, look, they see my shit all the time. I'm annoying. I'm annoying ass.
Could I show off a couple things that we got?
Yes, please,
Lady
show
F
them.
and I have been like hitting comic book shops like there's no tomorrow.
There isn't a
Is
tomorrow.
there a tomorrow?
There isn't.
Yes, and that's another.
I don't know. And tomorrow
I'm under great authority that
They are the-
today's
to
last
live
one.
in tomorrow. So
They are the Thelma and Louise of BLCS world. Pretty soon they're gonna go off a cliff just holding a comic book together.
When we got home yesterday,
Caroline in a passenger seat being like, why do we have to drive off this cliff again?
dude, when we got home, I took the
told
Xanax. Out so much.
Because my driving is like I'm super aggressive driver. Like I need to be first and fast and like the first one, right? Which I don't think is
You're not first, you're last.
Nothing wrong with that, Ricky Bobby.
Shit, I was high when I said that.
Shake and bake, baby. Shake and bake.
So apparently, as a passenger, this really scares the bejesus out of
Nobody follows the law in
Ooh,
Arizona.
Rambies.
Let me just tell you that.
And we all go like 90, 85 on the highway.
What's the speed limit?
60,
65,
70.
65.
I would assume that Arizona traffic is a lot like Florida traffic, and that
It's like we don't give a fuck.
people
and
are
we're
either going
as fast
a
as
million
we
miles an hour or they're 97,000 years old and they're just like creeping
in your
along.
defense,
Nailed
in
it.
Arizona, there's not a lot of anything around, anyways. Once you get out of the two,
Like, we're gonna hit a cactus.
No, you get hit a tumbleweed, a monsoon.
unless you're in Phoenix
Get
or
a fucking
Tucson,
armadillo.
you're pretty much in Indian country. So
Lady has bird blindness.
I love this.
Well, I don't even know what bird blindness is.
Yo, that duck, man. That
That
duck.
The duck just attacked me.
Oh my goodness, that was too much.
Oh, it's another Peacemaker. Peacemaker.
Spoiler alert.
All right. I got
Just
this one
grabbing her
right
by
here.
the
This is
throat
for
and hitting her with a
Vampirilla.
bat. That's awesome.
I'm going to do a Vampirilla show with Lady Prime.
Let me
coming
see
up
what
here.
You're gonna need some
And
meat
look at the
time.
back of it too. Look at the back.
We can't.
And then I got.
It's frozen.
Is
Fuck
it?
you. Yeah, it's frozen.
Ah! I didn't even know it. Oh my god, that's embarrassing.
If you open it,
I never open them. No. And then I got
There's no
this.
boggle words in there.
no boggle words in this bitch.
No 3-letter words. So.
That's
I
nice.
got this beautiful Lady Death.
You bitches.
Because why? Because look at it, first of all.
Was that an art book?
And yeah,
Splashies.
yep. It's all splash pages. It's all,
Oh, Polito art.
yes.
Ooh. Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh,
Very-
ooh.
Two of them. Two of them in a mirror. Oh my.
Oh, that's so strange. Lady Death has two of something.
three.
That looks like- that looks like-
That bitch
That
is on
looks-
leashes.
Oh, I know. That's the best one, right?
That is very Pamela Anderson right there.
I felt this was very kind of Walking Dead-ish, like Michonne.
Yeah, more people should be on leashes.
Sure.
More hot chicks on leashes.
Hot Chicks on Leashes. We
That's
got
the platform
those.
I'm running on.
There
That
was another
sounds
one
like,
too.
my
like having
Girl Kill
staves
Cult
or
song.
something down here. I don't know what's going on down there, but
Oh, you know what's going on
They're
down there.
arm wrestling.
are they
maybe?
arm wrestling?
No, they're plotting for
2 minutes
pleasure.
away from scissoring.
Plotting for pleasure.
I
That's
think
what I
that's
call
a
it.
guy and a girl, isn't it? Or is it two girls?
Sporking, I'm sorry.
That's something completely different.
So anyway, I thought that was really cool. It's like it's on hard stock or whatever hard stock it feels like.
Man, that's shiny.
Yep.
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 So I just because it was shiny, I had to get it.
Yep.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's my qualifications for comic book shopping.
Yep. I
Carol,
found.
what was
Yeah,
your
and
best-
if
what
I
was
see
the best
something,
shop
I'm
out
not.
there? Not what was your best find, but what's the best shop out there you've hit so far, Caroline?
Ooh.
The one I just went to yesterday at the very end, Dreadnought Comics.
The one where she
Dreadnought.
was spotted in the wild.
Here's the thing.
Dreadnought comics. That sounds good.
Here's the thing.
It took forever to get there, by the way. It's
Here's the
construction
thing.
and traffic.
I have a specific taste in comic shops, and the comic shops that I find the most appealing are the ones that have the most depth and breadth in backstock. Okay, so I want to see the older books. I want to see things like that. That's what I value. And that's what Dreadnought Comics had. However, if one values new releases and trying to get all the different publications that can possibly be available to you, what's the one with Kevin? The guy,
Drawn
Kev,
Comics.
Drawn to Comics was really, really, really good with availability of all kinds of, from local to independent to big two, all the variants.
ABXs.
And their customer service was outstanding.
They're really nice. They're really nice. So everybody's been cool here, but in terms of what I valued and I appreciate the most, it was definitely Dreadnought Comics. Yeah.
Yeah,
You getting good?
they have huge boards of comics.
I could show you what I picked up from there yesterday, Drew, if you'd like.
Like,
Maybe-
you know
Hold
how
on
they
just a
have like
second.
in a fabric store.
You know I love a Lady F back issue haul.
Yeah.
You always make me
like
jealous.
in a fabric
I did
store
get
or
this.
a carpet
Bird
store.
City Comics had the best deals in terms
Ooh.
of back issue
That's
random
cool.
$2 comics. Yeah, I picked that one. It was
That's
killer.
really neat.
Yeah. And then I'll show you what I got. Oh, also I picked this up.
Bitterroot.
Is that
Um,
framed?
No, it's I got a
Oh,
book,
Oh, okay.
and it's just an ash can. So this is what I got from Dreadnought Comics yesterday.
And Dreadnought has these huge boards of comics
Oh,
through, like walls of
son.
Oh, Steranko.
Yeah.
Nice.
Don't tell me how much you paid for that. It's going to make me really mad, isn't it?
Yeah, I paid more than I should have, but it's okay.
More than you should have is probably less than most people pay for books. You always get a good fucking deal. I feel like every time you show books, I get really jealous about something you found for a price that is just absolutely ridiculous.
No,
Like-
I paid more than you think, but it was.
He'll be
for-
like, I got it for like
She
$5.99.
paid $80.
supporting the local comic book shops
Yeah.
here.
So that's one thing I got from there, and then I think
Where's that spot you always go all the time? Is like a Second and Charles or whatever.
Yeah.
Places.
I like
I
those.
feel like
places
you always
too.
find good shit there.
I don't think I can find. Let me see. Hold on. Do. Let me just take this out. This is all my comics.
Come on. Oh, sorry.
Here's just like some of the books that I found. I'll show you guys.
The doors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Phantom Stranger.
Oh hell yeah!
strange.
I like your 70s DC.
Same.
And when there's danger, call the Phantom Stranger.
I got a
Unless
nice
he's a
copy.
stranger danger.
Oh, hey,
Ooh,
Ooh.
Oh, that's a
That's
banger.
Here's my second
there you
copy.
go.
yeah, that's on my get list. Like,
Oh, bitch.
Uh-oh. Well,
maybe I can give you
never
my
run
shit.
into that in the
maybe
wild.
she's got two
Yeah.
now, Mark. I don't know how many Turok you
In the
have.
immortal words of
Added
Right,
on.
Vaughn,
you have to
Trade
trade me a
with-
Turok 1 for
got
this.
any dupes?
Can't do it. Can't do it.
Well, you're fucked. And then
Okay.
I work hard for those Turok ones.
issue 18, The Phantom Stranger. Nice tentacle.
Yeah,
Um,
got a little bit of everything on that
Mm.
one.
this one.
A lot of these have green tones to their covers too, like whether it's the monster, the background.
Yeah.
You know, like the Golden Age was big on yellow backgrounds, just huge.
December
on it.
1978 comic reader, Marvel versus DC.
I've never
Nice.
seen.
That's cool.
If what? Maybe
Like
that's
when
where
you scroll back. Holy shit! That hold on. Look, dude, I think that influenced the '90s Marvel versus DC.
Klaus Janson, 1978.
That's
Carolina,
a
hold
Jens. It's
hold
that
that
Jens.
back up.
You're out. It's Nate Jansen.
No,
My
no,
bad.
hold it right there. Look, and here's like the the '90s. You got Cap and Batman down there, Superman and Hulk. I see some
There's Superman and Hulk. There's
see some
Captain.
Quicksilver
similar
and
Flash
Flash.
There's Bat and Captain.
Now, who's in the background? Quicksilver and Flash.
Quicksilver and Flash.
Yeah, and yeah, same here. Same
Yeah.
placement, pretty much. Like, yeah, that's awesome. I need that.
What a
book.
rip off.
Yeah.
You're telling me that the '90s had lazy gimmicks and ripoffs? You're crazy.
I know. So,
I don't believe it.
The difference is these days they just have AI rip them off.
Let's see, who is Green Lantern? Oh, now you get a little bit of Green Lantern and Silver Surfer on this one.
Oh, this one's Green Lantern
that
and
was
Iron
right.
Man.
Yeah.
And this is Wonder Woman and Thor.
Yeah, I got Wonder Woman and Storm on this one.
That's more appropriate.
What, Wonder
But,
Woman and Storm?
Well,
I don't. I think Thor is very appropriate. Wonder Woman.
Storm
and
is
Storm
Omega
is
level. She beat the
Yeah,
shit
Storm
out
would
of
house
him.
Wonder Woman though.
Yeah,
She-
she just.
Storm is very OP.
No, but I want to see
Oh,
Thor
that's one of my
versus
favorite
Storm.
books of all time.
What is it, Rob?
Thor versus Storm.
That's what that one is. But
They're on the same
Storm really
team.
been elevated up like that in recent
Yeah.
time?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, she's Omega.
Yes.
She's insane. She couldn't remove the oxygen from your lungs.
She
Like,
can
you'll
remove the
fucking-
oxygen from a planet.
I mean, if
Just
you're
for
a
that.
if you're a weather manipulator, like you're just an elemental at that point. So I get it. That
Yeah.
makes sense. I wasn't firsthand familiar with her being leveled
I
up
went to
like
Bird City Comics and they had their
Oh,
exclusives
Middleton.
there for really cheap. Well, this one's Frizen on Middleton. So this is an homage to Middleton by Frizen.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And then I got this Beneath the Trees where
Oh,
nobody's
I like that.
She's on her
The
knees.
duck.
Oh, you got the duck
I
one.
like that a
The
lot.
duck.
Yeah.
This
That's
week
really
came
cool.
out the what
Bird
is it?
City exclusive.
What was the one that came out this week? That was this movie,
Bird City,
the
that Brian
Oliver
texted me
Storm
about
movie,
goddamn
Natural Born
everything.
Killers.
I didn't see that.
Yeah,
Oh,
you know
wow.
that's the one. That came
Is
out
that a
this week.
VU Pooh cover?
No.
No,
Beneath the
This
Trees.
is
That's
Beneath the Trees because the killer is a little bear.
hey,
Yeah.
It's like
Giving it
what
away.
if Dexter happened in
Winnie the
that-
Pooh?
no the what's the
100 Acre Woods?
no the Disney movie with Judy Hopps? What's it called?
Zootopia.
Zootopia. It's like
Oh.
Zootopia meets Dexter.
Thank you. And then Izzy. Sorry, Ziggy. I called you Izzy.
Ziggy, can't you?
Izzy, do you
got Madam
you got
laughing
the-
in the background was the best part of that.
Izzy, do you collect X23?
I dabble a little bit with her.
Here's the thing. I picked these two up for $2 each because I thought of you.
Oh, that's nice.
Number
Ooh,
2.
Jubilee!
Oh, that's a great issue.
Vampire Jubilee, bitch.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Time
talking
out.
about.
Why is Psylocke got X20?
No one
No,
has
that's
ever
just-
been
I'm
that
just kidding.
excited to see Jubilee before.
Hey,
No, that's why I got it.
Why I am okay.
Yeah, I'm
I
excited
am
to
see
excited.
Jubilee every
Number
time I see
two.
her.
And
He literally
number
named his
11.
kid after Jubilee.
That's a
I
great
named my-
run.
My daughter's
I
named
know.
Jubilation Lee. That's awesome.
So, Izzy, do you have
Vampire.
these?
No, I don't.
Would you like to have these two Vampire Jubilee covers?
Why did you
Yeah,
ask
you
me
should
that
send
with the
those.
Neil Adams cover?
What do I have to give up?
Just your dignity.
Your
Well,
left leg.
I
Do you have
gave
any
that
of
up
that
a
left?
long
Yeah.
time ago.
Okay,
So
so those,
Got
I
any
did
of
get
that dignity hanging around?
I picked this one up for me, a number 2.
Oh, that's
That
nice.
was awesome. This one almost looks like a Turner from Upside Down. I was like, is that a Turner?
No.
I can see the Turner in it, like
Thank
her
you.
eyes.
Thank you,
I
Izzy.
think
It's
hair
the
is-
eyes.
The hair's kind of got a turn.
I got this
too.
one because
Yeah.
it's Adventures in Babysitting homage.
That's cool.
Oh, what a great cover!
That
I
is a
know.
cool cover.
And look, there's a Lockheed motherfucker in the back.
Lucky
All right,
Nate.
yeah. And this one, it's a variant, but it's an independent. It's about like this.
I
really
heard
neat.
stuff about that book, Tama.
Is that an awesome cover? I mean, come on.
Like-
It's,
I've
it's like a Pokemon that kills people.
How could you not? want-
Pokemon. It's plural.
Pokemon.
This is a
While
logo.
you were learning that, what was their name? Where was it at?
Oh, the end credits, right? Oh my god.
$2 bin. $2 bin. Little bird number 1.
Who wants to go to Portland, Oregon?
That book
Yeah,
fell
I
off
like how
hard.
he was
$3
convinced.
bin, though.
$2 bin. $2 bin.
was convinced.
Lobo 50.
Oh man. Why was she bald? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
$2 bin. $2 bin. Lobo 59. It's an homage to like Godzilla. Where's
Nice. Ooh, Lobo, baby. The main man.
Yeah, it's like a higher issue too because the later issues are tougher to find.
Adam Hughes.
This is at the same Bird City Comics. This was $6.
Oh, that's gorgeous. I know that piece. That's a beautiful Adam Hughes.
And it looks like his wife, if you ask me, because I met his wife.
Mhm.
Cute. was like kind of giving her some props there. you go.
This was also from Bird City Comics, $6.
Whoa, whoa,
Look at the
whoa,
crotch.
What?
whoa,
Whoa.
whoa! What I'm
Crotch.
talking? Look at that!
Smell
It's
that coming.
perverted
Check out,
angle.
check
Got
out that
back clam
board.
happening there.
Look at that board breaking.
Why does she
The
only
back
have
shot
one
variant.
boob?
It's a
Perspective.
bulb.
Yeah,
It's
the
not-
other one is
it's
the
a
other one is
bulb.
hidden by her
There's one
body.
boob.
Wait. I love the placement of the star.
Yeah.
Izzy.
We should get at least a little bit of the other boob. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I
there's
feel like
only
we're getting
one
ripped
boob
off.
there.
Uniboob.
It is only one boob there.
This was in the $2 bin, and then this was in the $2 bin at Bird City Comics, and then when I went to Dreadnought Comics, it was $40. But I got this from Bird City. It's a Vertigo's
$40.
I know. I was like, why though?
That's a ballin.
I know it's Brian Bollins.
Yeah,
There was a whole
It's,
book on his artwork I almost got.
I mean,
Yeah, he's really cool.
it's Zatanna. I guess people buy that sort of thing.
I guess this is a skin spot.
People buy that sort of thing.
Supergirl,
reasons.
Woman of Tomorrow, number 3.
They're
a
dyslexic.
beautiful
They like
cover.
to read backwards.
And then this was a gift from Madam. It's Walt Disney
Thank you,
from
Justin.
1954. Shut up,
Ooh.
Justin. The way I said it was bad or something.
No, he was
No.
laughing at my joke.
Oh, I'm
laughing
sorry,
at
Justin.
Rob.
Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I'm an asshole. Walt Disney's 20 Leagues Under the Sea.
That's
Shark.
cool.
Yeah. So there you go. It's awesome. I can't wait to get into some Mylar. Yeah. And now she's going to show something.
Hi, I got some stuff too. I got some Vampirilla stuff I've been collecting, so I'm going to do a Vampirilla special.
Do it.
So, besides those couple Vampirilla I showed you, I also got this Vampirilla.
More to the more.
Well, that's
There you go.
Ooh.
It reminds me of Kim Kardashian trying to break the internet when she got in that champagne. That
Yeah.
you guys remember that?
When you're bringing the comics, remember the camera's focused between you guys. So if you can bring the book between your two heads, perfect.
Oh my. Very
And
pointy.
this I got because obviously I love chess.
Yeah.
I love chess,
Who
too.
doesn't love chess?
I mean, I'm a big chess player. I love
You know,
I play with
chess.
big chess.
Chess is always good, especially the bigger the chess.
I also love playing cards. Texas
Mhm.
Hold'em mostly. But
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
I love the detail on the thumbs. I hate to say that looking at a Vampirella cover, but the detail on the thumbs is really cool.
It's funny because I actually thought those were her thumbs for a second.
I know, they're very strategically placed.
Mm.
Ah,
You're
look at
looking
that.
No,
good.
I had this one before, and I gifted it with my.
That's
collection to-
Greg
to
Horn,
Izzy.
right? Greg Horn.
I don't know.
It's Carla Cohen.
Oh.
Okay.
The signature made me think of Greg Horn for a second.
Same. It's a little bit.
Anyway, I love this, and I've used this as reference for many of my comic covers. Actually, I've made a Poison Ivy like her and a Wonder Woman like her, and then here's a beautiful Spears.
That is awesome.
This one is outstanding for him because I think just the quality of his painterly style.
Bring it a little. You know, it's very pointed.
Pointed?
Yeah, it's very pointed.
It's
I love
but
the
it
banner.
also has a softness. She has a soft figure. She's not like, like
Hard-bodied.
and hard-bodied. Yeah, she's
Hard-
very
Stuff.
I
Very-
love this.
she's-
This is
she's-
gorgeous.
she's-
like classic
You know,
illustration.
The
Yeah.
rendition
Attractive.
of the smoke
Like a
is
real woman.
amazing.
Yeah,
A real woman.
I feel the smoke too, Izzy, is my favorite part.
Women
Yes,
are
the
meant to be.
The smoke
It's the
is
ephemeral
definitely
smoke.
yes, it's definitely smoking.
That's what I got. And then I got this. I just picked this up impulsively. It's a squishy takeout.
And we wrap it up in squishy takeout.
is there sushi
All-
in there?
I do. Okay, so I'm gonna open
It's
it
like
up.
you hit a climax and then you just have to find your way down.
All right, hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me. You're here, and then you can do this.
Oh.
I'll be right back
Okay.
After these messages,
after these.
Oh my God! Thank God I have the whole screen to myself. Oh,
like a true diva.
like a true team. I want Rob, if anything.
I can't share this screen another moment.
If I'm not the comic book diva, I don't know who is. All right. Let me get this thing out.
I certainly hope if Lady F ever goes on that wrestling comic book show you do, Timeless Tony Storm.
We do what? We do
Timeless Tony Storm. Wow.
She's the best working in the business right now. She's absolutely hilarious.
Exactly.
I cannot believe she got recognized in the wild at Dreadnought Comics. There's some guy
Lady
was
F
the lady. I was like,
Lady
what
F.
the fuck is going on here? like
How
what's
dare,
going
you're all,
on, man?
in reality, Lady F was going like, it was yes, I'm here amongst my people, and meanwhile, Madam's going, what about me?
No, I'm just sitting there because I was
I'm
like,
here
shopping. I was
too.
sitting on the couch
people
just
are, who the
watching
hell
this
are
all
you?
happen.
See, Lady F is like a high tier celebrity.
It's
She's
like,
got
oh
no
my
time for
God,
the paparazzi.
she's fucking a celebrity.
That's what YouTube
She's
does.
wearing the big Jackie O glasses.
every
She's
once in
like,
a
no
while.
flash photography.
if you go different places, the nice thing is that out of the millions of people in this country, eventually you might run into the one or two people who know who you are.
Yeah, the one or two people, right?
It happens to me occasionally too.
Does it? You get recognized out in the wild, Rob?
No, the mustache does.
Yeah, he's a man of significant facial hair features. Like,
Yeah, people don't remember me; they remember the mustache.
I used to have a very long beard, and
It's that
and
mustache
people
guy.
would recognize me for my beard. They'd be like, "Oh, it's the guy with the beard." I'm like, I have other
I'm a
features
person.
and feelings.
I'm a person.
It's not like they gotta recognize you for your toes. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh
Uh,
yeah, it's the
Speak
toe
for
guy.
You don't know what other
Because of
communities I'm
Rob's,
part
it's
of.
because of Rob's deep staring eyes is
Those
really
big
what
nasty
it is.
feet. I
It's
should
his
see
eyes.
if there's a market for them.
Rob, what color eyes do you have?
Hazel.
The
Really?
better to see you with.
I thought
Yeah.
they were blue.
They sometimes.
Okay, they're
So
hazel blue.
no. So my hazel eyes will shift appearance based on clothing that you're wearing.
He's a
So
shapeshifter.
times my eyes typically are various shades of blue green typically.
Speaking of
Although-
scrolls,
Although
Oh,
because
that's cool.
but hazel is a mixture of blue, green, brown.
Right.
So you'll get different elements will pull out. Usually for me, one of my eyes is much more green blue and the other one's more blue green. And it used to all the time when I would get like in high school and stuff, I'd have girls staring at me and I'm like, what is your problem? And they go, oh, your eyes are different colors and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that.
I had a friend like that too who had like all three hazel colors. She had definite brown in the middle and then like blue and then green.
My eyes will shift
So
different
beautiful.
colors. I've had pictures where they're very blue, they're very green, brown, gray, just all kinds of different places of the spectrum. My kids all have hazel eyes too, like me. My wife, which is interesting.
That popular.
Well, hazel is a recessive gene one, which is so it's interesting that both my kids have hazel eyes because my wife has the dominant brown eyes.
Okay.
Which is interesting. So both kids got the recessive gene.
I used to
That's
date a
awesome.
girl
I
I
have
called
hazel eyes,
dominant brown
too.
eye.
And all my kids have like blue eyes. But I have hazel green eyes. But yeah, I was interesting to read that hazel eyes are only like 15% of the U.S. population and like 5%.
Yeah, if you find yourself a hazel-eyed redhead, you're freaking for the time of your life.
What?
A unicorn. She's like a unicorn.
You're in for the time of your life. So there's something.
She insists her eyes are doo-doo brown.
Doo-doo brown.
Correct her when she comes
It's a
back.
great song.
Doo-doo brown.
Biggie,
Your
good morning.
eyes
sir.
remind me
Welcome to the stream.
Hey, good morning, champ.
Is that Biggie?
I love the way that
Biggie.
Peacemaker's hand is hanging down below Justin Birch. That for a second I thought it was JB's hand.
He's crawling out the screen.
There you
Very
go.
the
There
ring.
you go. Very good. I like it.
Move it, Justin. Move it.
I'd like to move it.
Did Justin get a haircut? Is that a haircut I see?
Just one.
No, I just brushed it.
Oh, cool.
He had one haircut.
Good for you.
All the rest he left alone.
We're so proud of you, Justin.
Yeah.
She doesn't like
Because I brush my hair.
Yes.
No, it's easy to ask if I
It's the
cut
tip
my
of the
hair. I
iceberg.
cut my hair every morning.
Every
Drew, what are
morning.
you doing this morning?
I got a job interview later on today. so-
Ooh.
Oh, cool.
Are you going like
Hopefully
that?
they don't watch this stream.
I know.
Shit. I don't want this job. They're gonna make me work.
That's the first thing you say when you enter the interview.
Yeah. No,
You
if
see
you,
that-
If you don't
that's
want
actually
that
my
job, don't
secret.
show up.
I feel like I interview very well for jobs because I go in super confident and act like I
Yeah.
don't want the job, and then they're like, "Well, we need this guy."
Yeah.
Little do they know that I'm just
Faking
randomly confident, and I don't want the job. Like I
it.
don't
You're
want
faking it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do the same
But
thing.
you know,
I also interview.
we need to
for
pay
a
the
job.
bills around here, so yeah.
Well,
These funny
do you
books ain't
need
free.
to? I mean,
Well, you know what? There's
You know, I
I've gotten
heard
to a point where there's more comics coming in than going out, so that's a problem.
I heard there's wonders in public assistance. You get
Yeah.
this thing called food stamp.
I would, yeah, but I also have this thing called pride that keeps fucking with
Yeah.
me. Yeah, I've been on the unemployment dole for a little bit now, and it's just, I mean, it's not the worst, but I want to feel like I have something to do. Like I feel rudderless.
Oh, Mike.
So I would like to be ruddered.
You want to be a rudder?
Hey,
Wouldn't we all?
Hey,
you don't.
whatever you think that meant. Yep.
It did.
you don't just want to become a social media influencer.
I don't have the patience for it, Rob. I'll tell you this much. I was literally like, well, I'm gonna have a lot of free time, so like maybe I'll just start going live and doing shows, and like I can't be fucking bothered. I just don't have the patience for it. Like I mean, I could get on here and run my mouth on my own channel, and that would probably be fine. I mean, people might watch it.
I don't see why they wouldn't.
I get on there to argue with you.
Right, but I just don't care.
Same. I got to the point of like it's like,
Apathy
I don't
makes
give
the
a
best
shit.
channels, really.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe I'm not fully there yet.
Look at Austin LeMay.
I feel like
His channel's skyrocketing. Total
I've been
apathy.
throwing a lot of books on eBay and doing the marketplace thing and hitting some stuff on Macari, and I've been moving some stuff and feel good about selling things, and then I'll go to the LCS and pick up another 30 books.
Yeah, that's not what you're supposed to do with the money
And then
you
what do you
earn.
feel like when you're walking out of the LCS, Drew, after you've done that?
Let me tell you that
Good
nothing feels better. Nothing in the world feels better than retail therapy. Just don't look at your bank account.
You're doing stuff wrong.
Right. You know it feels real bad when I'm like, well, when I'm job hunting, I'm like, I need to put gas in the truck, and my truck it sucks gas. And then after I put gas in the truck, because I have to do something I have to do, not something I want to do, then I look at the bank account and start, ruining the day that I spent money. But I never regret spending money on things I want. I only regret spending money on the things that I don't want
or don't need.
Well, yeah, you need them, or I wouldn't. The things I don't need are the things I want.
What you said.
That's exactly.
Yeah.
Isn't that exactly the definition?
Do I want sustenance? No, I don't really want sustenance. I'd really
don't
like a
need
juicy fucking
original
cheeseburger.
Shogun Warriors toy, but I want one.
That's true.
I want an Evil Knievel stunt cycle, but I don't.
I could eat a can of Campbell's soup and have a grilled cheese sandwich, but I would rather have a fat cheesesteak with some fries.
Man, that's sad.
You see, that's what you
I've been
go
wanting
too
a good
far with
cheesesteak
the
sandwich for a month now. I gotta find
the
one around here.
cheesesteak.
The place I used to go to shut down.
Oh.
They have good cheesesteaks out that way.
Every once in a while, you find a good place. That's why I'm saying I have to find a new place.
So-
the place I used to go to shut down, and now everywhere I go, it's just garbage.
The
Last place I went to, I ordered from. They actually, when it got there, it basically looked like it was made at a burger place because it had shredded lettuce and tomato and mayonnaise in it. I'm like, what the
it's a hoagie.
And ketchup, and I'm like, what the hell is this? This is not
a cheesesteak hoagie.
Philly cheesesteak sandwich. I ordered a freaking just steak, cheese, and mushrooms, and I didn't.
Well, that's not Philly either.
And onions, well, of course, but I hadn't add mushrooms to it. Yeah, but
The problem with Philly cheesesteaks is the people in Philly still think they make them the best. They don't.
Oh, here we go.
It's like there's it's a common thing amongst like food critics that like a lot of times places that are known for a certain food product, they just automatically go, well, we know what we're doing, so they don't put any real effort into
Buffalo. You don't
making things the way that they should properly be made. So it's like they run into like people in Philly. If you order your cheesesteak a certain way, they'll give you a hard time about it. But like, you can eat what you want, how you want to eat it. Like It's like what a Chicago dog. Like I got a buddy who's from Chicago, and if you eat a hot dog the way he doesn't want you to eat a hot dog, you'll never hear the fucking end of it. And
I'm that way too. If you put ketchup on a hot dog, I'm never going to hear the end of it.
well, ketchup is good on a hot dog.
Ketchup is good.
A lot of people have been 4 years old before. You got to let live.
Okay, 4-year-old, sure. I mean, I don't. Any kid under 7, I don't give a shit about. But
well, you put sriracha ketchup. Isn't that better?
Ryan just swung into here without even
included his own.
Godfather.
I just think that like, there are definitely places where you go where you're like, hey, the Philly cheesesteak is probably, I think, the most egregious because you can get a good cheesesteak at just about any sub shop, just about anywhere in the fucking country.
Oh, I doubt that.
Well, all right. In my region of the country, which is
the streets,
the mid Atlantic coastal area from DC to Connecticut, that up to Boston, anywhere along there, you find a Greek pizza shop, and you're gonna be able to get a good cheesesteak there. It's not rocket science. Nobody could ketchup on a hot dog. Nasty.
No one puts ketchup on a hot dog either. Yeah, I agree. With that.
Ketchup on a hot dog is probably the #1 condiment on hot dogs. You're talking about churching up a toddler food with better toppings. Like a hot dog's a hot dog.
Slap a chicken nugget on top.
I don't know that's the #1 condiment.
Hey, stop put slapping stuff off. This week I've been having brisket dogs. I've been taking my hot dog bun, loading it with barbecue brisket and barbecue sauce, then slapping my Nathan's hot dog on top of that with more barbecue sauce. Oh, that has been fabulous, sir.
Are you churching? Wait a second. Are we churching up the hot dog adding brisket, or are we trashing up the brisket adding a hot dog?
What you
I'm
said.
weird phase.
Only good hot
I watch
dogs,
a lot, and I mean a lot of different hot dog influencers.
Is that the dude in Philly?
No,
He's
this
like in
one's
Delco?
not. I watch like Devil Dogs. I watch Musa. I even go over to Kick and watch Musa's live stream while I'm grooming dogs this past 2 weeks. So this is Chris's Red Hots. But I watch.
Wait a second. While you groom dogs, you think about eating dogs? That's weird.
Time out, dude. Like I watch a ton of hot dog vendors right now. Rob can attest to this. I go through different phases of foodies on Instagram.
True.
Like I'll go through the barbecue people for a while, the steak, but for the past 2 weeks, it's been nonstop hot dog stuff. And then I find their other social medias. Dude, ketchup is the most rare condiment, period.
More
people will get sauerkraut dogs and they'll get ketchup on anything.
But I think you're missing the point of
because ketchup is toddler food and hot dogs are 2 a.m. drunken food. Learn the difference, Drew.
Ketchup has
I think the real difference is that you guys aren't realizing that every diner in America serves hot dogs, probably more hot dogs than a hot dog stand, and every kid that buys a hot dog might not put anything on it.
My kids don't eat ketchup.
I have never seen a hot dog.
Forget kids. It's in the raw numbers.
Look,
it's in the raw data.
When I talk about ketchup, kids can have ketchup. They're kids. They don't know any better yet.
What is with this anti-ketchup stance?
When you grow up, ketchup has only one purpose in its life, and that is to become barbecue sauce.
Well, having ketchup
a delicious
on a hot dog
burger sauce is going to have ketchup in it.
Comic.
I know, like Checkers and Rowley's,
their
their standard hot dogs are ketchup and mustard. Like that's the way they come stock off the menu.
Mayo, ketchup, mustard.
Ketchup can become
mayonnaise
part of
doesn't
other
belong
sauces,
near a hot
but
dog.
ketchup.
You got to relish in
on a hot dog.
No,
I'm
a plain mustard guy usually. That's all I need.
I mean, I like it fresh to the park like a Chicago
Give me a
style.
mustard
There are
dog.
other styles that are good.
Here's Devil Dog. Which one are you talking about in Philly?
There's one south of Philly in Delco. It's like
does the guy have an accent?
You're dead to me, Justin.
I mean, in as much as I have an accent.
No, I meant like a non-American accent. There's this guy who I think he's in Baltimore. Musa, Mussa. He's awesome. And he live streams. Yeah, he live streams his on Kick as well.
Dogs are okay.
Yeah, I'm not saying that his dogs are good or bad. I'm saying it's good. It's fun to watch. It's good content for slinging dogs out of a window.
Yeah.
Devil Dogs is the funniest. This dude just sits there and he roasts his customers.
Ketchup on your fries you're ruining French fries.
Mustard or malt vinegar.
Ketchup on fries is okay. It's not as bad as the ketchup on fries is fine.
Fries should be dipped in an aioli sauce if they're dipped in anything.
Until you've had a chocolate shake.
Mustard and malt vinegar.
At Wiener Circle in Chicago.
That's right.
You've
Wiener.
not actually had a hot dog.
Wiener Circle,
Oh,
not to be
you can dip your
confused with
French fries
Circle
in your
Jerk.
Wendy's smooth.
Also, the Wiener Circle chocolate
Oh
shake
yeah,
is not
yeah,
what you
that's
think.
going on.
Frosty.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm
Who
gonna
doesn't
ask
want
about,
wieners?
Basic bitch order.
I'm gonna ask about
Chocolate
another
shakes are
condiment,
terrible.
and this doesn't necessarily apply to hot dogs because it doesn't usually go on hot dogs. If it did, it'd be weird. Honey mustard.
Honey mustard on a hot dog's good.
I like honey
No,
mustard almost on
anything.
anything.
Honey
Brian,
I
mustard,
do-
sweet
Brian.
onions on a hot dog on a pretzel bun. Delicious.
Brian, what's your feelings on honey mustard?
Honey mustard for chicken is okay.
Yes, what you said. But I also like it occasionally, like on a. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But for a hot dog,
Hot dog, I'll go mustard mainly, but sometimes I'll do mustard and ketchup. I've known to do that.
That's
We
like
found out here that Brian likes to open his mind to new experiences that a lot of you are just not open to. And I
I
respect that,
think
Brian.
we've all just been ketchuped out from our childhoods, and we're just like, I'm done. Like that's such a sugary condiment. It doesn't
I'm okay with ketchup.
I'm a big fan of the fancy sauce.
I'm not against ketchup.
Rob and I don't agree about many things. Now, the ketchup is a disgusting condiment. on anything
We
except
actually
fries.
agree on many things.
The
in reality,
home
but
the home
Some people
dog.
don't have a palate that has been developed enough to appreciate ketchup for what it is.
True, the
or
Home Dog
ketchup
LLC
is used
is
for
the
those
Philly
that don't
guy.
have a palate.
A Philly guy. Home Dog LLC.
Man, I
Home
feel
dog?
sorry.
Yeah,
People from
Home Dog
Heinz,
is a-
what
man,
I'm
they're
thinking
so
of.
upset.
I'm sorry you're watching hot dog videos.
Is that like the
It-
hot?
It be or it might not be, but this
People are
is
loving the hot
Philly
hot.
guy.
He's like it's like
And Mark,
chipotle
look
mayo
up
and
Wiener
the
Circle
spicy
chocolate
onions.
shake and see if
He
anything
makes a
comes
ton
up.
of those.
They probably
What's
end up
great-
somewhere
What's
else.
great about hot dogs is hot
Yeah,
dogs
I'm going
as
to
a
proceed with
discussion
caution,
point
T-Dubs, but
is
I'll
like
look.
throwing
I wouldn't show the
pineapple
video.
on pizza.
Look.
You're gonna have a billion of
Yeah, you might want to be careful with
And-
that.
I found it. T-Dubs, Wiener Circle LLC. Oh, they don't have a Instagram presence like that.
Oh,
They have
they
a
don't have
page.
chocolate.
that-
A chocolate shake is.
And
when
then they
you
stick
pay
your
like
wiener in
45
it.
bucks and you motorboat a very large black lady at Wiener Circle at 2 a.m.
Oh, yeah, I found a separate one. I think I found her too.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. That's her.
Pussy
Yep.
rules. Oh my
This
god.
is if Caroline sold hot dogs. She would be wearing this shirt, flicking people off.
It is.
Wait,
I
wait,
am
you have-
tempted.
And she
I am
puts the hot
tempted
dog
to put-
between her titties, and you
I
have
am-
to pull it out with your teeth and put it in the bun.
No, they don't mix the food and the titties, but like
yes,
you
they
have to-
do. It's true.
I'm tempted to
I've
put
seen it.
Alan Rue in timeout.
Alan Rue's got a point.
Ketchup
don't
needs
agree
to be
with
on a
his
hot
point.
dog.
Alan Rue
Mustard's
gives a timeout.
disgusting.
Why?
No,
Ooh,
The problem with
why?
Alan Rue
mustard is
doesn't believe in
pungent.
sleeves
I
on
think
his
mustard
shirt.
is an
His
acquired
skinny can't be
taste.
trusted either.
Vinegar is good.
Mustard is a dabble do you condiment.
They got the Chicago dogs there. Looks like that's their big thing.
It is,
T-Dubs.
and like they're very.
Oh, I
very
put a
outspoken
cucumber on a
about
hot
food, and
dog. Go fuck
They
yourself.
serve all night long and they deal with a whole lot of clientele.
I'm more of
Now,
a.
wait a minute. What
Oh, it's
kind
a
of
sesame
mustard?
seed
Are you
bun.
going
Shut
like
up.
French's yellow
I'm
mustard,
person
or are you
like some
going
julienne,
like dairy
carrot,
mustard?
a
Oh
little
my god, some
cilantro,
julienne
And a
carrot.
spear pickle? What the fuck?
and a little jicama.
It's a jicama slaw. Oh my fucking
I like a
hot dog.
jicama song.
Don't fuck with the city that willingly drinks Malort.
I will never fuck with anybody who willingly drinks Malort.
I
That's terrible.
apologize,
What is that?
Malort.
What is that?
Malort, it's
The
awful.
worst thing
It's,
ever.
it's
Yeah.
like a very pungent liqueur that kind of aperitif that kind of tastes like grapefruit. It's not bad.
Even
It
even
is bad.
They,
Yeah.
even
It is
they
bad.
for a while
Nobody
used to print
likes
on their
Malort.
bottle that nobody should drink it.
Nobody likes it. It's awful.
Yeah, their
Is it like
advertising
absinthe?
campaign is
Is it
fantastic.
as bad as absinthe?
What about this? What about this?
It's a whole
It's
different
worse.
beast of absinthe.
Hot dog water is just pork tea.
That's true.
Nice.
Well, I'd eat all beef hot dogs.
Hot dog?
Well, I know how to make pork tea.
I prefer
boiled
cow
tea.
I don't know
assholes
why
to
it was first
big assholes.
in my point. Hold on. In 2025, you should not have hot dog water. I'm just saying. There's so many other better
Disgusting.
ways to cook a hot dog than boiling a fucking hot dog in water.
What is the
Ouch.
best way, do you think, to cook a hot dog?
Hey.
My
Where
current
else do you
favorite.
make hot
My
dog
current
food?
favorite. Take my Nathan's Franks, put them in the air fryer on roast for
Those are the-
5
I
minutes.
will
at
not
Air
take
380
frying hot
culinary,
dogs is the
They
way it's
are
at.
culinary advice from
perfectly-
anybody who uses an air fryer.
Oh fuck
You
you!
got
You
air
don't
fryer?
You got to
understand.
steam a
brother.
hot
Right.
dog.
I never used
I
it.
No.
sous vide for
Steam
90
the
hours.
bun.
That's right.
I steam the bun, but I roast
tried
the
it.
hot dog.
I've
Nice
tried
and
it.
yeah, it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Over hot
Because you can get a
coals,
crisp on it too and
That's
just rotate
fine.
it a couple like a
open
time. Oh my
flame,
God.
that's fine.
You're-
Little hot
Yeah.
dog roller in a 7-Eleven, that's fine.
This
Who's
what
excited
episode
for
is.
Labor Day?
Or what a cooker air fryer is. It's that.
Who the hell is boiling hot dogs? That's right. That's like That I did in the 70s.
Lunch ladies in your cafeteria.
Also, that was when my mom was buying like the cheapest hot dog, package that just had hot dogs on it.
Oh, God.
now,
Yeah, but it's a hot dog a sandwich.
Hot dog,
All the
hot
parts
diggity
after
dog.
all the hot dogs have been made, they use those parts of the hot dogs.
We can't do that. That's too philosophical, Taylor.
quality dogs. All right. Anyways,
Absent
food. I love
absent
the
does
food
taste
so
tastes like
90
licorice.
minutes, but asking about hot dogs and sandwich is good. Is a step too far.
Is a taco a sandwich? Is a taco a sandwich?
A taco is a sandwich, yes.
Taco's
No,
A taco's a taco.
However,
taco's a euphemism.
however,
A taco is a folded tortilla.
a
which
torta.
wraps
You just
around.
said it. It's a folded
wraps
tortilla.
around-
You just said it.
Yeah,
It's a
it's a
taco.
folded tortilla, or tortilla is bread.
Tortilla.
Yeah, whatever it is. It's a bread. It's bread. It's a bread product, and it's folded around ingredients. That's a sandwich.
If
Well,
anything,
it's not
an
all
open
bread.
face-
It
it's an open
could be
face
made
sandwich.
of
Sandwiches the ingredients. It's a
It could be.
sandwich.
It could be.
I would
made
say
of
a
If I
quesadilla
take
is a
a-
sandwich.
If I take
Quesadilla is a sandwich in the same
if
way
I
a taco
put-
is a
If you're
sandwich.
saying
If
all
I
that's
put-
a sandwich, then a hot dog's a sandwich.
If
Hot
I
dog's
put
definitely a sandwich.
salami
You got
on a-
Brian walking
on a
around in
piece-
circles,
single piece of
wondering what's
bread,
going on with his life right now.
and I
With the
fold it in
on
half,
bread is a
is that
sandwich.
suddenly a sandwich because I folded the bread?
Brian's
in
looking
half?
for a hot dog. Who
Wait
we
a
kidding?
second. Wait a second.
I
Rob,
heard
restate.
beef and cheese, and that's why I showed up.
Yeah,
That's
Rob,
not
what were you
big,
saying? I couldn't hear
And
you.
you
I
thought
said
you
if
were
you
going
took
to
a
hear
piece of
all
bread-
about Rob's brisket, but instead, now we're here.
If I took a single piece of bread,
Yes.
I learned
I
so
put some
much
meat
on
on
this
it.
channel.
Yes.
is it a sandwich?
Yes.
It is not a sandwich. No.
It's an open
And now,
face
if I
sandwich.
suddenly fold it partway in half, is it a sandwich?
Sandwiching the ingredients between the two sides of bread. Yes, it is now a sandwich because you have sandwiched the ingredients. That's what it is.
I'll give you sandwich.
I bet you would.
So the Earl of Sandwich, he was
Yeah,
named that because he was stuck between two other people.
No, they named the sandwich after him because he sandwiched things.
Yeah,
The
he,
Earl
he
of
was the one. He was the
His
one who
lucky
took
wife.
the
Yes.
two
I bet
pieces
he
of
also
bread.
felt
He
Suck
didn't
his
want to
blood.
leave his
hand.
table gambling. He didn't want
Yeah.
to leave
You
it, so
wanted the one hand.
he asked somebody, "Hey, bring me these different
The
meats and
best
things." You
sandwich.
throw it, double down as a
The
sandwich.
Earl of Sandwich.
It is the best sandwich
A
ever
lettuce
created.
wrap is a sandwich, technically.
Yeah.
You know what else is a sandwich
That's a
that
lettuce
Rob and I
wrap.
disagree on? A McGriddle. It's a delicious sandwich.
Oh,
Oh,
the
McGriddle.
McGriddle is one of
McGriddle
those
should
things.
go
That,
to-
the McGriddle is one of those things like the Denny's McGrand sandwich that I say I haven't yet been able to determine if I like it or not. It's too many flavors at once.
No,
And
it's too
so-
much.
So it's either, it's not that I hate it. I like all those flavors independently. And I
Yes.
don't like it because together it's just too much at one time. It's like
Too much
somebody
to
just said,
handle.
"Oh, open
I
your mouth and
understand you can't
throw
handle
all the
sweet,
food in at once."
savory,
Yeah,
and
and then they
salty
gotta
all in one bite.
compress it
It's
into
too
a
much at
nice,
once.
a nice dense bun for you.
Not
The
a
best
fan of-
McGriddle is the McChicken McGriddle because it's chicken and waffles in a sandwich, which is fucking phenomenal.
Oh, I have a question. So what about like if you get like a chicken and egg or something like that? Is
Uh-huh.
that like mama and baby?
I always
like-
love nothing. One of my favorite breakfasts
know, I don't eat eggs.
is eggs over medium with chicken fingers.
You don't
Dip
eat eggs?
Dip the chicken in the eggs. Absolutely. Every
Dip
time
the
I get it, I
chi-
always
Oh
ask
my,
which
so
do
you
you
like
eat first? Chicken in the egg. Which do you eat first? The
you like
yolk's
mama
on
and
you.
baby,
You dip the chicken in the
the
egg.
mama and baby
Eat 'em at the
special.
same time.
Dip
Yeah,
the chicken
I
in the
love
egg.
it.
Interesting.
I'll have
That's what I
some.
love about Cracker Barrel. It's one of the few places I can get that
I'll have-
on the menu without having to custom ordering
I
it.
still say they should have renamed
And now
it
they're
Mighty
fucking
Buckets.
woke.
Yeah,
No.
where are you going to find a Cracker Barrel? They changed the
They're
signs. You're
unwoke.
never going to find them.
Themselves.
No,
Yes,
they-
could-
plenty
I
of
live in
Cracker Barrels
I got
over
news
here,
for you,
man.
Drew.
Backlash.
I'm in the San Francisco Bay Area. There ain't a fucking Cracker Barrel for
We
100
got
something
plenty
miles.
over here. What
That's
you
a
talking about?
backlash.
They went back on
You're-
that.
Izzy,
logo change.
Izzy, are
They
you in
went
the
to
San
Barrel
Francisco
Man
Bay
because
area?
people are simple.
No.
Then
we have plenty.
then my statement about the San Francisco Bay Area still stands, regardless of anything else.
Well, come
just saying, we got
to
plenty.
Maryland. We're in the shadow of Appalachia. Plenty of
You use the
fucking Cracker
mama's
Barrels over
body
here.
to smash the babies.
It's where we get our rocking chairs.
Every other freeway exit here has a Cracker Barrel.
I wish I
Yeah.
had that. That was my favorite thing about going to my son's school when he was going to college was that they had a Culver's and they had a freaking Cracker Barrel right next to the hotel I stayed
I
at.
have never had Culver's. And
Cracker
I'm
Barrel
so
is just a
excited about
Waffle
trying
House with
them.
ambition.
Culver's makes a really good burger, Drew.
That's what I hear. They do
Especially-
the butter burgers, right?
Yeah, I especially liked their sourdough those ones they do on the
Patty melt.
Sourdough
yeah, they're
Jacks
patty melt ones.
burgers.
Oh my
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
Those
not
were
much
so
of a
good.
patty melt
Oh,
guy.
that's so good.
I like sourdough.
Sourdough when they do
Culver's
the
makes a solid burger. They
Hardee's
really
with
do.
Carl's Jr.
There's some Amish people that live in a couple of places in Tennessee, and they'll sell their wares, and they sell different breads, and you get a loaf of sourdough bread from the Amish, from the Mennonites.
Also, Stephanie, it's not Carl's Jr. It's Hardee's. You goddamn traitor.
Who left?
I did say Hardee's. Actually, if you rewind and watch this, Taylor, I said Hardee's or Carl's Jr. and I said Hardee's first.
I remember before they bought out all
yeah.
the Roy Rogers in our area. Roy Rogers was the shit.
Who left? Fuck,
You
who
guys
left?
ever have Roy
They're
Rogers
shitty.
ever in that area?
I would
Roy
never eat any
Rogers-
places the shit. Ugh.
Well, it was fucking fantastic.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Roy
Vernacular
Rogers.
aside, Roy Rogers is
got it.
great.
Yeah.
You used to be able to get burgers and fried chicken in the same
No,
spot.
but I know it's
fresh
not
cut fries.
Pass.
I like
Dude,
I
the
like
burgers
back in
at
the
Roy
day-
Rogers were like Five Guys burgers before Five Guys burgers.
I like back
Yeah,
in the
that
day
was
when
your Roy Rogers, not mine.
Carl's used to have crinkle cut fries.
Crinkle cut. I liked it when Carl's Jr. had Paris Hilton as their mascot.
That was way later. Nobody ever has crinkle cut fries.
Arby's has crinkle cut fries.
Do they?
Yeah, Sonic has crinkle
False.
cut fries.
Raising Cane's has crinkle cut.
Raising
fries.
Cane's is crinkle cut fries.
There's no reason for crinkle cut
will
fries.
agree with the statement only that I'd like to
Crinkle
go out
fries
to
are
Cracker
delicious.
Barrels, Alan. But if it's such the worst state in the union, why is 1 out of every 8 Americans a Californian?
Because of
think
Gavin
that's
Wilson's
true.
tweets.
Big.
Gavin Wilson's
I think that
tweets.
doesn't have anything to do with quality and has everything to do with landmass.
It's big.
There. Oh yeah. Then why is not 1 out of every 8 Americans an Alaskan?
Huh?
Because
Because we're talking about livable landmass. and
Oh
most
no
of
no
Alaska
no!
doesn't
That's
have
how
livable
now
landmass.
you're changing.
it's cold.
Yeah,
Come on, keep it up.
yeah,
Keep it up.
yep. And it's Russia, and it's
It's just
Canada.
Russia,
Just
Russia,
another
Russia.
state.
Yeah,
You
it's-
guys
let's
need
be
to-
honest.
You
It's
want to go live
not-
in Russian
Cali-
Canada? Go
People
ahead.
need to get off
it's
their
not
ass
really
saying that
America.
California is somehow evil. You guys, if you would be fine, you guys would be in a different state world if it wasn't around.
Yeah.
Just, like having Lady F here and is really brought the best of both worlds to my house politically, because now we have represented both
There you
sides
go.
of the political party.
I'm a libtard. Libtard.
So
Madam
I feel
Blaster
like I get
doesn't
enough of
believe that
everything
crinkle
in
cut
my
fries
red
should
county
exist.
and my blue state.
And that is
God,
why
that's
she is a
awful.
fascist.
I'm more of a steak fries kind of guy. I like my
My
steak
God.
fries.
Well, I've never actually had In and Out.
In and out.
That's
Actually,
fair.
I've never had it either.
Let me
Lady
say-
F was
Okay,
it,
as
but
the
In-N-Out.
Californian here, let me say this: In and Out is shit, and I'm
Thank
sorry
you.
for anybody who
Red Robin.
anybody who
experienced it.
tells you that it's the greatest thing. They're a bunch of freaking morons.
And you
It's
know
Red
what's
not
got
Robin.
really great crinkle cut fries, Rob, and better burgers than most places? Shake Shack.
Shake Shack burgers
Okay.
are good.
Lady had never been to an In-N-Out burger, and I took her.
Yeah, thank you,
Sorry.
Mike. In
I
and Out
never
is
have either, I
not
laugh.
that great. It's just a burger that they make in front of you. I mean, and they got a billion people working there. Their fries are crap.
The fries
10
are
sec-
awful.
10 seconds after they serve them to you, they got cold and they're not good. The burgers are okay. They're not great. They're just okay. And they make a decent chocolate shake. Okay, so what?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
ice cream, chocolate
I
syrup.
mean, you pretty much
Milk.
summed up
Yeah.
my experience. So
Their fries are in desperate need of salt.
she
they're
was
just not
bitching
good.
about the fries. I was just hungry and like, yeah, they're not bad, dude. Whatever. I've had worse.
These are
I like Five Guys, but if
Five
I,
Guys
had it,
I would much
okay.
rather eat it.
I
I
had
would
to
much
drive to
rather
the
eat
city
it
to
at
get a
Five
Shake
Guys
Shack.
than
Yes.
In and Out.
Shake Shack I
Agreed.
like. 5 Napkins burgers is pretty good, but that's like gourmet style burger.
Napkins burgers.
I don't know what that
sounds like
is.
a Widowmaker.
Yeah, they're like gourmet.
The burgers you made were better.
I miss Fuddruckers.
She made burgers.
Fuddruckers. Oh wow, that was so much fun.
Let's put semi meat
What else
on
did I
top
make
of
that was
semi
good?
buns
Something
and
else that was
let
good
you
this
put
year.
whatever you want on top
Fun
of
time.
Okay.
Greasier the better.
it. Oh man, yeah, they were great.
Yeah, that
I can, Alan,
Oh,
I
yeah, I
can
mean,
tell
that's
that you have a very uneducated view of what actually
else did I like?
California is.
Mike,
so.
Freddy's is just a shitty Culver's.
I think instead of doing it to California, we should do it to Mississippi since the
I
crime
don't think
rate's
any, no. I think everybody's ridiculously misinformed about the states. They hear a
Everywhere's
piece of sound.
fine.
What you trying to say about my mama?
I mean,
You say everywhere
people
is
people hear stories in the news
Hey, I
in a
understand
prevalent
where your
way that
t-shirt
they want to
came
hear
from,
it,
Mark.
and
Nice.
that's all they know.
Yep.
Dude, here's how I feel about the states being different. A buddy of mine moved to a different state. Won't even mention what it is, and he lived there for probably a couple months. And then I said to him, you know, how are things living there? And he said, "There's a Starbucks, there's a Target, it's the same.
Some
Everywhere
people
you
believe
go,
this. Some
there's a
people believe
Starbucks
that,
and a Target,
and
it's the fucking
McDonald's,
same."
and
Yeah.
Yeah,
and-
but you
and
see, New York City doesn't have Walmart.
You just described why, like,
You just
most
described why
Americans
people don't
live in
wanna
the
go there.
suburbs.
But what part of Alan? There's so much of California. That's the problem.
people
It's
wanna
so
come
big.
here.
There's like so many different elements of it. Just because
I do think
there-
that's something
there
that
are
gets
swaths
lost,
of
lost
California
in
that
a
are
lot of the
very red state.
conversation of the size of most American states are bigger than most countries on the planet. Like every
probably in Texas.
and then each state, like you said, there's cities, there's little towns. You can have these little
regions,
podunk
different,
towns
and-
where it's just lawlessness because there's no presence of government in
And
it at
California's
all.
got more population than about 20 of them put together.
I mean,
So-
look,
Yeah.
I'm not saying California. You know, it's even in like my area. I'm not saying that I enjoy living here necessarily. I hate the traffic and everything else, and I hate the fact that things cost more to do stuff. Those things I hate.
But it's 70 degrees.
The homeless.
But
Well,
it's
it's
right.
'cause everything's
Well,
on
you-
fire.
Are you tripping over
no,
homeless
no,
people?
hold on. There are parts that do have fire on a regular basis. Where I'm at, there's never any of that. The weather where I'm at, well, you guys have been complaining about heat. I've been 74 to 75 degrees all fucking summer, and pretty much I've had a heat wave here. I got to the mid 80s. Woo, you know. And then in the, and
I
in the
will tell you,
winter,
Rob,
in
most
the winter
people
when
down
people
here-
bitch about being cold, oh no, I get down to the mid 60s.
You know, down here where it hits triple digits through the summertime, most people are also living in 70-degree weather because, much like you, Rob, people don't just sit out fucking side all day.
I like sitting outside. Caroline brought like really good weather with her. She brought
Yeah,
all
they're too busy playing video games now.
Well, I'm saying most people work and live inside of buildings with heating or air conditioning. I mean, a lot of people do work outside in certain industries, but the majority of people do not.
I mean, Wisconsin's actually got really good weather unless you're a wuss named Stephanie.
Listen, Wisconsin's fine in the summer, but for the other 9 months, it sucks.
See, I hate
Spring
any.
and fall
I
are
would
great.
hate to
What are you
live
talking
anywhere
about?
where
It's
that's
like
not
50
the
degree
case.
flannel weather.
Pardon?
You get flannel weather, 50 in the spring and the fall.
For how long?
I hate being cold. I was cold for 24 years in Wisconsin, and
50
now I'm
degrees is
not.
not
Now
cold.
I'm
50
warm.
degrees is what you put on
in
Wisconsin.
It's not 50 degrees in October in Wisconsin.
Yeah, it definitely is.
All
It's
right.
freezing. It's so cold in Wisconsin when you go trick or treating. You can't even wear like a cute mermaid outfit or anything because you have to put a coat on to go trick or
Oh
treating.
man, that's
Mike,
what
have
I
you ever
wanted.
been to the Denver
The
airport?
whole time to wear a mermaid outfit. That's what I was
Denver.
looking
If
for.
I want to be a hula girl, forget it.
Yeah. How many times, Taylor? How many times have you worn your mermaid outfit without a jacket?
I'm just
Well,
saying,
that's
man.
the
I've
really
been
talking
waiting my
about
whole
here.
life
or
for
using
doing
it
that.
for my titties. So it's you know, it's like
I can
it's
live in
a-
shorts year round, outdoors.
I normally wear shorts year round when it hits below 0. So I don't know. My calves have never been cold.
This is old man talk.
Okay, yeah.
My cat's never been cold either. Miss Kitty, she's a brat.
Okay,
You
and I
call me
took
Miss Kitty. I've never been.
really great Mexican restaurant. I got you guys might know it. I think it's a chain, the Barrio Queen.
Do not know it.
You know that one, Rob?
Nope,
Barrio
never heard of
Queen
it.
is made up. there.
I know what it means, but I've never gone to. I don't think I would even go to a restaurant that was called the Barrio Queen.
It's super cool. It's got like Day of the Dead
got ketchup?
skulls on it, and it's all Mexican now. It's awesome.
All
Sorry,
Yeah, but the
the
queen of the,
cuisine was
the
awesome.
queen of the ghetto. I mean, why would I want to go to any place that's called the Queen of the Ghetto?
because they got the good food.
They
Seasoning.
really had good food. It was
And
like actually,
Are
it's
they
like
are they serving it on the sidewalk out of an ice cooler? Because
no,
if,
it's
that, if,
it's
then it's not good.
I
It's
could
upper-
attain that.
it's like mid upper end. So it's not like it's actually more of a fancier.
Is it
Yeah.
Mexican
definitely
or is it
without a-
Tex-Mex?
I definitely
No,
would-
it was Mexican.
It was Mexican.
Count me
I
out.
did.
I like my Mexican food homogenized with Texican food.
Oh, I see.
Cool.
You get some of that. There's
You
a
need a little
place right there.
blandness. A
Give
little
me a fucking.
blandness. next to it.
There's nothing bland about Chili's. It's just salt.
Chili's.
Chill.
Yeah,
No,
I
so
like
go,
fucking
Chili's.
rules.
I go to a place. There's a place called Pedro's over here. That's really good. Pedro's Cantina.
Pedro's
to work in
Cantina
a,
sounds authentic.
I used to work at a very, very fancy restaurant.
No,
It
the most
was
authentic I get,
very
Lady
high
F,
end.
is at the Rotten Robbie gas station. There's a minivan on the side of the street there that has ice coolers full of tamales from an old from an old lady. that's the most authentic you're gonna
Made
get.
with love.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay.
Made by the entire family the night before.
When I was working at a fancy restaurant, people would always ask me, "Where do you like to eat?" And
Exactly.
and the girl I was seeing at the time lived right around the corner from a Chili's, and like we would always be like, "Oh, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want?" And like end up getting Chili's, like just because it was
Ugh.
convenient.
Bring
It was
me them
there.
ribs.
That's
Great
great
ribs.
convenience. I understand.
Drew, why were you not taking food from your nice restaurant and eating that?
Because
that's
it's
Weird.
not free.
Oh,
I'll tell you another story about that
that's
after
not
this.
to work for.
But they would always ask me, you know, what do you like to eat? And I'd be like, honestly, I go to Chili's a lot. And they said, oh, when you go to Chili's, what do you get? And I said, the same thing every time, diarrhea. But I still go back to Chili's. You know what you're in for.
It's really working for her diet.
It's a consistent experience. But this spot,
all right.
they had really, really good food. Best chef in Maryland 2 years in a row was our chef, and he's done some Food Network stuff.
10 great meals.
And,
Wow.
Absolutely
They had that many meals on their
delicious.
love
Chili's has everything at Chili's is fire.
Yeah. What's up,
Yeah,
Brian?
it does cause you to fire.
Wednesdays.
Yeah, exactly.
Who are you?
But-
Who's this?
I think that should be the Cheesecake Factory's motto is never not fire, because I've never had a bad experience at the Cheesecake Factory.
Never
And
not
even if
fired.
it is
problem
not,
is-
if it's not great, at the end you get cheesecake. So
They
what
need
are you
to
bitching
remove
about?
like 3 pages out of their menu.
Why?
Because I don't want to go.
That's
I
the
hate going to a
thing,
restaurant
though.
where there's 27 pages in the menu. You know what?
Yeah, but
I-
who
that's
might
the
not want
thing.
anything on those pages? But there are people who do.
Nothing's
Ketchup
forcing
loving,
you to
hot
read
dog
that.
eating people
Nothing's
are also
forcing
going to
you
these
to read the
places.
whole book, Rob.
Gordon Ramsay
Not
says you
page
need a
one.
simple menu.
I want to go to
Gordon
a place
Ramsay
that's
does not
good
know
at
everything.
things, not a place that just does a lot of things.
Yeah, but everything they do is good.
It's like going to a
That's not
buffet
true.
almost, like a cheesecake.
Everything they
What
do
have
is
you had at
edible.
Cheesecake Factory that wasn't good?
I'm just saying.
The silence speaks volumes.
It's not
The
that-
silence speaks
No.
volume.
True.
All
would
right,
I
say-
go to
real
Cheesecake
quick,
Factory and I
it's
order
not
the
that it's
same
not-
thing all the time.
Just-
Real
There's
quick,
nothing-
Brian, where do you stand on the Cheesecake Factory menu length? 'Cause that's
I
where
don't
we're
go
at
out
right
to eat. I don't go out to eat. It's too
Ever?
expensive. That's where I stand on that.
Okay,
Ever.
there you go.
I don't think that I've ever had
Can't
anything
argue
there that's not been good, but I haven't had anything there that's been great other than maybe the cheesecake.
I've never eaten
What
there.
about the avocado egg
The
rolls?
chicken pot
The-
stickers.
The
The
only
avocado
thing I
egg rolls,
really
the
like
salmon
about
egg
Cheesecake
roll.
Factory in reality
Oh.
is that
Yes,
because they have such a ridiculously oversized menu, that when we're all at a loss because when one kid only will eat this stuff and one kid will only eat this stuff, it becomes one of those places where if you're going to go eat out, where at least you can go to one place and everybody will find something on the menu that they like.
That's not
But-
true.
No,
Well,
it is true. There's always like
My family, it
pasta for
works.
the kids or
Unfortunately, I
something.
would much rather go some other diner or something to do the same thing. But
I'd rather go to a
anyways.
diner, which has also 87 pages on its menu, and everything is the same flavor of grease.
That's because it's diner food. What do you
I have to
expect?
run to a meeting. Otherwise, I'll try to come back. Since they just
Hey,
slowed
can
me
I
today.
can I rebuttal a comment that was made about Superman and the new Superman movie earlier in the show?
You should.
I think it was Drew that was talking about. Was it Drew or maybe it was Rob that
I say
said
lots of things. Could have been either of us.
that said something about like you didn't like Superman like being like not in control. I
That's
think it
wrong,
was.
Rob.
That's wrong.
Okay. I think that was a cool part about it though. And if you remember James Gunn saying like he wanted his Superman to be vulnerable, because when Superman's not vulnerable, like what's the point, you know? And I thought that was a really cool like way to take it. You know, I understand what you're saying, Rob, because
Yeah.
you know, in my back of my head a couple of times I felt like just saying like Superman's being a pussy here, but you know,
And I recognize, and I think I even said I recognize that for what they were trying to achieve, it I understood why they did it, and I can see for some people why they would like it. And I always preface this is my take because my limited exposure to, I mean, hell, as far as I know, Superman could be like that in the comics. I would have no idea because I admittedly state my entire fundamental belief system of how he should be is based basically mostly off of George Reeves and Christopher Reeves.
Yeah, I felt like Superman just took a beating, in the last movie.
He did
multiple.
But that's good. He needs to.
See? No,
I got to run to a meeting. I'll be back.
I think that was the point of it, though.
I was a big fan of the movie. That scene threw me off. I wasn't upset by the scene. I recognized it as this is out of character. This is very out of character, but it didn't bother me because again, this is a new version of Superman that is pulling from a bunch of little things from a lot of different places. And I could pick out like, oh, that's inspired from this, that comes from this. And we're being introduced to a new version. So while that was the first time seeing him like that in that situation, I don't think it was out of place for this movie. That's how this Superman is. I mean, I'm a Snyder fan, so I'm not complaining about someone else's take on Superman at all. I'm just trying to understand it. But that was definitely.
What did you give this movie? Like out of a 10, what did you give it, Mark?
I walked out of the theater giving it an 8, which I think is super fair.
Upon further reflection,
I think that I'm a fucking flawless movie reviewer, and it stands as a solid 8. That's a very high score for me. That's a very high score for me.
Preach, Adventurers Bill. You preach.
Haven't done a lot of reflection, but
no,
it's gotta be a 6.5.
On literally on more reflection, I think it wouldn't go up. It would go down over time because a lot of movie reviews, you're mostly going to go down over time as the new wears off, as the excitement of those big pizzazz scenes. But I think this movie delivered a lot, and I'm looking at it in like a big picture where this movie had a big undertaking. It wasn't just to deliver a good Superman movie. It was to change the entire zeitgeist and the cultural footprint of DCU. And it did that. It legitimately did that. So like knowing that this is a standalone film, but knowing that the task at hand was bigger than that, you can see them working that task through this movie. And I'm like, dude, this is fucking amazing. I think Nicholas Holt's Lex Luthor was the best Lex Luthor ever. Period. And I love Gene Hackman.
I thought it was a 9.0 walking out of the theater. I thought it was a 9.0 the second time I saw it in the theater. I just watched it at home the other day. It's about an 8 for me.
Holt was a masterclass.
And it's my third favorite comic book movie of the year.
So what brought it down for you, Drew, to my perfect flawless score, as I just mentioned?
What happened is I watched it with Thunderbolts back to back, and Thunderbolts.
I did the same thing. I did the same thing.
Thunderbolts is a much better movie.
I did the same thing.
And
big shout out to DJ Links gifting 5 memberships. Thunderbolts was a good ass movie. I don't disagree. I like the tone of movies like Thunderbolts more than I like the campy, gleeful tone.
Superman was great. I thought it was the perfect launching point for this universe.
Was
I love the tone of it. I think Corn Sweat is clearly, I've said it time and time again, and people want to kill me for it. He's the best Superman we've ever seen on screen.
He was buff as hell too.
That's not true.
It is true, and
your
inability to digest such things is just another one of your massive flaws as a human being. That's neither here nor there.
I've got a few.
Well, don't we all?
I want to say something really unpopular.
Well, I have a few. You have a lot.
For me, I was expecting a master class, like a Daniel Day-Lewis performance from him, because I think he's got it in him. And I just was waiting for him to go there, and he didn't go there all the way for me.
I don't think anyone has a Daniel Day-Lewis in him. Only Daniel Day-Lewis, I think, is easily, arguably, the greatest actor of any of our lifetimes.
No, I mean,
you were just a bastard in a basket.
Daniel Day-Lewis is the GOAT.
The greatest actor.
Have you watched My Left
Foot?
Foot?
One of my favorite movies of all time.
Gangs of New York, Last of the Mohicans,
There Will Be
Blood.
I will festoon my bedchamber with his entrails.
Watch My Left Foot.
Festoon.
I'm not paying for your OnlyFans, LF.
Daniel Day-Lewis is in it.
Well, then expect a free link.
Yeah, Nicholas Holt's. I think that Nicholas Holt can do a lot. That script he had called for comic bookiness, and you're never going to get like a level of Daniel Day-Lewis with a script that calls for comic bookiness. But he delivered the comic bookiness and that monologue about why he hates Superman. And you can actually
never has to act.
You can feel the actual hate coming through his voice and see it in his eyes.
So average.
I'm giving it an 8.5. It has some flaws, but it brought joy back to comics.
What is it, Taylor?
I give it an 8.5 because it brought joy back to comic movies, and and it was just a fun watch all the way through. There's stuff I'd probably change, and I can nitpick about some stuff, but like start to finish, I was thoroughly entertained.
Really?
It would have definitely benefited from a stronger narrative structure, but I think what it did well.
It had a mission, and it completed its mission.
What the fuck am I seeing in the chat here? Lady Fantastic's talking.
Oh, I was just making a disclaimer.
Disclaimer. Just because I'm sitting next to her does not mean I agree with anything she's saying.
I don't know. I think
the words and opinions of Lady F does not necessarily reflect.
I saw Thunderbolts in the theater one time and was
Brian,
not
where'd you
excited
rank
about it,
Superman out of
when I
10?
rewatched.
Dude, when I came out of the theater, it was a 10 to me, dude. It was a straight up 10 to me when I came out of the theater. But here's why. And I give it about a 9 now. I've watched it a couple of times since I went to the theater. So I went to the theater with my dad. My dad hit me up. He's like, we got to go see Superman. I go, okay. Yeah. So I went with my pops, right? And there is a couple scenes. Like, there's a scene in there, like, where we were both, we were kind of tearing up, kind of hugging each other, like. So that probably like was one of the reasons that I gave it a 10, but I think it's probably a 9. I thought it was excellent. It was entertaining as hell. I didn't have to go through half the fucking movie to get an origin story. They just got straight into it. I think you have to be a fan of comics to really like it. Every one of my friends that's not a comics fan doesn't like it.
Maybe that's my problem.
That makes
they're like,
I was forgettable as a Superman movie.
They're like, we don't give. Every single one of them was like, I don't give a shit about the half the characters in there. They were mad they went to a Superman movie and got a Mr. Terrific movie, basically.
Mr. Terrific with beast mode too.
I agree, 100%.
Like I'm a diehard DC guy, so I've talked about this with other movies. Like when people were complaining about the Black Adam movie, it's weird how the internet amnesia works. As people were complaining about too many characters in Black Adam, they didn't flush out the JSA. We wanted more backstory. All of these things are being talked about in Black Adam that were not applicable to Superman at any point in its production or after its release. Even though it's the same thing, if you're familiar with the characters, you get to sit down in the seat and enjoy every second of it. You are coming in with the backstory, and when they reference anything in it, it's just like sparking a little fireworks in your head, like, oh, that was great, that was good. Like there's that context. But to normies, man, it's definitely a different experience.
And you know what, man? Here's something that I also liked about it. Like, it was a total James.
Shout out JSS, $10 super chat. Good morning. It says good to see Brian.
It was a James Gunn movie, and it was very like his style, the music, the kind of the pacing, but it didn't feel like Guardians. You know what I mean? If that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Like
he changed it enough, and so I wasn't constantly thinking like, oh, this is just like Guardians. But at the end of the movie, you're like, that was kind of what Guardians
with the cast. Yeah.
It was missing a sad orgy in a trailer park.
Oh.
You guys hear about Burning Man? Did Burning Man like blow over or something? Or
I know what you were watching. That's in the deleted scenes.
There was I don't know, it's from what started me at an 8 and kept me at an 8 was purely the storytelling aspect to it. It has that TikTok formula to it, which I'm just not a fan of. Where it's just it seemed like Taylor nailed it. It was fun, and that's what they were going for. That was that bigger task that they had at hand, was to make people come back to the brand. And to do that, you can't do like what I prefer with a deeper character
Fuck
break
JSS.
and all that kind of stuff. And we just kind of you speed through the movie from one scene to the next, these characters to the next. They're all like little snippet scenes that are kind of just put together. And we don't really unpack or dive into characters very much, which it is what it is. And I just prefer, it's a taste thing. I prefer those deeper dives, the deeper story narrative, like the Dark Knight style stuff, where you're going deep into the story. Like leave the characterization out of it. The story itself is a lot more complex. This wasn't. This was just flashy, fun. That's fine. That's just, it's a preference thing. But I'm not giving it really any strikes for that, but it does take away from the depth of character and any emotional beats and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They're just not present in it like another movie that has all that.
Yeah.
To that point, to that point, it felt more, and I loved the movie. There was two things that it felt like. It felt like instead of being a Superman movie, it was more like DC Comics Presents.
Yes, perfect example. Yes.
So it's like, we're not gonna give you everything about these characters. We're just gonna introduce them to you so that you could get an idea of what this universe is about. And I think that was the point of the movie. Not so much of, hey, you want to know who Superman is inside and out, because we kind of know already in a weird way. But we're going to give you some little bits and pieces of each character. The other thing about the movie that I loved about it is that when the movie was over, I immediately wanted to see it again. I didn't get that with Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts to me was an amazing movie. I don't need to see it again.
I don't think it was amazing. It was damn good, but I definitely wasn't racing to see it again. I'm looking forward to watching it again. It's streaming now. I'm going to be watching it. My wife didn't get a chance to see it, but yeah, it was good. It definitely wasn't great, but I don't think every movie has to be great. It has to be, like Taylor says, fun for one. You have to enjoy yourself. I mean, I don't mean like ha funny. I mean, you have to just enjoy the experience. And if it's a comedy, a drama, a horror, you have to enjoy it.
You had James Gunn also had to give it a reason to exist, which meant it had to be very different in tone than all the Snyder Cut and like Man of Steel and stuff. Otherwise, people would have been like, "Well, what's the point of this?" So,
exactly. And who was that? Alan said, "What's the best comment? Not the funniest. Not which one did you have the most fun at." Like I had one of the most enjoyable times I had at a theater in the last 30 years is me and my oldest daughter getting to go, just the two of us, to see Shazam! Fury of the Gods. Not a great movie. We had a great time though, just sitting there laughing, just the two of us in an almost empty theater. So, but I'm not talking about that. I put Watchmen or The Dark Knight in the top slot for the past 30 years for the best comic book movie.
It's Infinity War. It's not even close.
T-Dubs has Ghost World, Scott Pilgrim. Scott Pilgrim's damn good.
Scott Pilgrim is almost a perfect movie.
Damn good. I've got the steelbook for that over here.
I agree with Mark on Dark Knight.
Yeah, Dark Knight's a
Dark
perfect
Knight has
movie.
the best villain.
In comic book movies.
Thanos is not in the Dark Knight.
Oh wait, is he in the Dark Knight Returns? I can't remember. That's the problem with all the
Dark Knight
is the Joker.
yeah, that's what I meant.
Dark Knight is the movie that made the Oscars think about putting
I can't
it
keep
in
the name
the
of
Oscars.
that
Okay, that's how good Dark Knight. But again, when I look at Dark Knight now,
I'm a simple person. I need 1, 2, and 3. I don't need.
when I look at Dark Knight
Returns.
today, I look at it for two things. Not so much that it's a Batman movie. It's an excellent take on Joker, and it's a Christopher Nolan movie.
It's a phenomenal film, period. Izzy, what's your best comic movie of the last 30 years?
I'm gonna have to go with that Dark Knight because of everything that we just.
Brian?
Yeah, Dark Knight. Yeah, Nolan. That whole Nolan trilogy is amazing.
It is just as a piece of film, yeah. And I think that's one thing we have to recognize, the difference in medium. These aren't comic books; these are based on comic books, but they are movies. So, are you ultimately like bringing everything to your film that needs to be in this medium, this visual motion picture medium versus a comic book medium?
My second is gonna be Avengers, the first Avengers.
Yeah, I think Avengers Infinity War, like Drew brought up, is like, oh my god, it's such a phenomenal movie. But I think that the first one, man, there's just something about that first one.
See, I would put the first Iron Man over the first Avengers.
I don't think the first Iron Man holds up.
See, I would put before Iron Man, I would put Winter Soldier because of how good that movie really is.
I think Winter Soldier is better than Iron Man.
Look at that, Watchmen 300 and Zack Snyder's Justice League. Yeah, Zack Snyder's Justice League is my number 3.
I love the first Avengers because of how they were able to accomplish what they accomplished with that movie and make it impressive. Work. Yeah,
I agree with the fact that the Avengers was impressive, but the fact that they did it again and bigger and better with Infinity War, to me, is like Infinity War has everything Avengers has plus more. Except for
it had so many moments too, and none of them were cheesy, none of them were forced in. Like when Thor shows up at the battle at the end, like just goosebumps every time you see it.
That was the moment of the movie.
Yeah, he dusts the battlefield and just screams,
"Give me Thanos!"
I've got a third place movie that's better than anything you've mentioned so far, other than Dark Knight.
What was your third place one? Dread. Holy shit! Yeah,
Dread is in a place of its own. That's how good that movie.
You know, like Watchmen, Dark Knight, Dread's definitely in my top 5. Zack Snyder's Justice League is in my top 5. I think you might squeak one MCU film in there, and I love the MCU films, but we've legitimately had that many great comic book movies in the past 3 decades, like legitimately great.
Sorry, what did you say your 5 was?
Well, we're trying to figure out what's your favorite, not your favorite. What do you think the best comic book movie of the last 30 years? There was a comic.
Oh, there's a 30-year qualifier. Got it.
Three decades. Yeah. So I went with either Watchmen or Dark Knight is what I think the best comic book movie of the last 30 years is.
Got it.
Not which one was the funniest or the saddest or the funniest, but what do you think the best comic book movie was for you, Rob? We've had a lot of Zack Snyder people in the chat, a lot of Dark Knight people in the chat. T-Dubs brought up Scott Pilgrim.
How the Buck is
Scott Pilgrim was was definitely a very fun movie. As was was
Red was brought up.
What was they hit?
Logan.
The one with Hit Girl and
Logan is
good. Kick-Ass. Hell yeah.
Kick-Ass was fun.
Oh, it was good.
I love let's see, I don't know if it was one of my
jetpack to Elvis at the end. Like
I love V for Vendetta, even though it differs greatly from the comics at times. But I love that movie.
Yeah,
I just rewatched that.
Natalie Portman sells that.
Remember the 5th of November.
Yeah, I just got my steelbook in and rewatched that last weekend. It definitely holds up.
Yeah, I watched that one over and over again.
300 was a comic book movie.
Again, just fun. The original Guardians of the Galaxy was just
fun.
Well, no, but good. But I really enjoyed the original Guardians of the Galaxy movie. I thought it was great. I watch it all and over and over and again.
I like the second one. I don't understand
I like
the weakest out of the 3.
Yeah, I don't understand that take. I know, it's a very common take. Like, what is it about the second one?
It meanders a bit in the middle. Like, I feel like while you get that really cool Rocket versus Ravagers scene, at the same time, all of the Kurt Russell stuff just takes forever and doesn't go anywhere. Like
it feels
like it's a much longer movie than it is.
Yeah,
and I like Kurt Russell as Ego, but it's like that for that period of time where they're like not sure whether Ego's good or bad. It's just like this kind of will they won't they kind of feel to it. It just feels like it just. Why are we even doing this?
I don't know, but I feel like Guardians 2, though it's a good movie, I feel it's forgettable though.
Yes, I
remember it.
I think most of the Ego stuff is forgettable.
But I look at it, it's like, where did it take us? Like it took us from this place to this place, and then that's that, and then we move on.
It gave us the Star-Lord backstory.
Well, it gave us Star-Lord, like who exactly is Star-Lord, why he's so important, type of
thing. The change up of his origin for the MCU versus the comics, and
but I think more than that, the only thing it really did was cement Yondu as a good guy, right? Even regardless of what his actions had been previously in the MCU, it cemented him as a sympathetic character and the father figure.
Yeah. Road to Perdition. What?
Tom Hanks, yeah, and Jude
Of
Law.
course, Taylor. He's gonna put all the indie movies, right?
That's a DC movie.
Listen,
The
somebody's
Sin
got to
City,
fucking
though.
represent.
Sin City's one that was groundbreaking.
Yeah, Road to Perdition.
Groundbreaking. I mean, no one. It blew.
Kick-Ass is a
everything out of the
Marvel
water.
movie.
It was his own branch. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
all the,
everyone remembers.
yes, it is. It's Icon, which was a Marvel imprint.
It was still an Icon then.
Yeah, it's originated from Icon. So
I'm
which was
just
a Marvel
also I'm
imprint.
just throwing out options y'all might not have thought of. That's all. And like,
Right,
not-
no, that's what-
not
that's what I'm trying to
necessarily
think.
saying.
History of Violence. Go ahead, throw that one in there.
You know,
History of
I
Violence
also
is
I
wild.
do have to admit, I think I'm thinking of what movies it is that like I go back and I'll watch them regularly, and I think that a bit Unbreakable was a great movie, comic. It wasn't a comic book adaptation.
It's a comic book homage.
Yeah, it wasn't really. It wasn't an adaptation necessarily.
I think we'd have to count it though. It gets a pass.
Yeah.
The comics.
But
Well, that's throwing super into the mix.
But
Yeah.
yeah, right. But I think the original Deadpool movie, I rewatched that so many damn times. It's so fun. It's such a fun movie.
Structurally, it shouldn't work at all, but it just does.
Yeah.
It does, doesn't it?
Part
Mystery
2 is
Men.
actually pretty good too, though.
Yeah, they're all really good. The Deadpool trilogy, they knocked it out of the park. I love the first one when he spelt his name with all the dead bodies. That was just
I'm a big fan of that $1 billion, fan service commercial that the third movie ended up being. But
yeah,
it serviced me as a fan, so I can't be upset about it.
and I think it worked where others might not work as much with the fan service thing, being the situation, the real world situation with 20th Century Fox being bought by Disney, and now that's an entire era. Like a lot of us, especially like here on YouTube in this space, a lot of us have spent our lives with these movies, with these characters, with these actors, this pre-MCU era. Like those movies weren't trash. We were excited to see them. We talked about them after, even the bad parts of them. Like those movies were awesome to get.
I'm not gonna lie. When it first came out,
to have that swan song for him was amazing.
I was generally excited for X3 until I saw it.
Yeah, Brett Ratner stepping in was not the move.
All
X3
of that
is better than a lot of movies that people love.
X-Men 3, The Last Stand.
X3
It was
is
just
not bad.
Drew, that's one of those tonal shifts that threw people off. I don't think the movie's bad either. The
That's a
tonal
good
shift
flick.
There's also parts of X-Men Origins that's not bad.
X-Men
X-Men
Origins
Origins
Wolverine is a
Have you
fantastic film with unfinished CGI. It got released because it got leaked. That movie's great.
Have you guys seen the video of Rob Liefeld watching those videos, like watching the first Deadpool leak, watching the X-Men Origin stuff? Have you guys seen those?
I've seen the one of him on Deadpool.
They're fucking excellent.
But not
X-Men. They're excellent.
I can't watch Rob Liefeld talk about anything anymore.
Oh, it's really good. He's watching the first leak of the Deadpool, the Ryan Reynolds Deadpool,
which
and
was intentionally
just
linked. Yeah.
Yep. And
They did that
you can see
intentionally.
him kind of like
That wasn't
tearing
Ryan
up.
Reynolds that did that. What are you saying?
That was smart as hell. He's like, I know how I can
Brian.
get funding.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
You can
Men
see
in
him
Black,
tearing
yeah,
up in it. It's badass.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. I'm gonna bounce. I'll talk to you guys later. Good seeing you guys.
We appreciate you hopping on.
Peace. All right, later, guys.
Yeah, we've had just a slew of great content.
There's two different qualifications for me with comic book movies. There's comic book movies based off of comic books that are self-contained stories. That, that's where you get like your Kick-Asses, your Mystery Men's, and things like that. And I think they translate well because they're self-contained. Then you got the larger comic book movies, which are your MCU movies or your IP stuff.
Into a story.
I look at those differently from the other movies.
They should be viewed as individual movies, not as an entity.
Well, that's the thing. I look at
Y'all
them differently.
do you remember the era, Izzy? Like, you bring up a cool point. There's like there's these little subgenres of comic book movies. You out, T-Dubs?
No, I was thinking about it, JSS.
Oh. Do you have these little subgenres of comic book movies? You have like the MCU that's all interconnected. You have the Dreads, the Hellboys that are based off their own indie comics. But do you remember in the early 2000s, about 2010, when studios were writing their own comic book movies that don't have source material, like Jumper,
Hitch.
or Chronicle.
No, not Chip.
The
It was the other one.
Talking
Yeah, The
about
Matrix
Will
is a
Smith.
comic book movie.
Hancock.
Hancock, that's the one I was thinking about.
Yeah, you had, and
Fuck
they
penis.
were really fun movies, man. You had Push with Chris Evans and Dakota Fanning. Like there's these non-cape superhero movies that were just
Well,
a
like Rob was
blast.
saying, the M. Night Shyamalan.
Well, that's Unbreakable.
Unbreakable started that trend, really. I think.
I think we're all missing the masterpiece that is The Spirit.
The Spirit, yeah, that's when Frank Miller thought he could direct on his own
He can
without.
direct.
You know,
Robert
that
Rodriguez.
Just as
movie-
good as a lot of other guys in Hollywood direct.
You know what? That is as good as his
Dude, I
current artwork.
I love that movie.
That movie's great.
That's a bold statement. No, you're right.
The Spirit's better than a lot of things people love.
When
man.
he
I'm
when he
gonna say
pulls the
that out
pins
loud.
on the grenades at the end and just punches Sam Jackson and
Come on,
screams, "Let's
Wild
die!"
Wild West. Wild Wild West. Come on, man. That's a perfect comic book movie.
That was just an adaptation of an old TV show.
What about Billy Zane in The Phantom?
That's
It's not the last 30
Phantom.
years.
Dude, I have an entire box here. I just got
96.
that I bought my first video game in
Was it
over
really
15 years.
96? So
Wow.
barely 30 years ago. Wow.
Yeah,
But the 90s did a lot of comic book movies, though.
96
The
is
Phantom
really late.
is an amazing movie. There's no
90s
getting
had a
around it.
lot of comic book movies.
You had The
Of course,
Shadow come
Tank-
out at the same
We
time
got
too.
Tank Girl.
number one dropping pretty quick.
Which
from
one?
that game. The Phantom Comics dropping pretty quick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
ready for it.
How
But
can
I
you
got
forget
that, I got that
Darkman?
new video game that's like a retro style video
was
game
pretty good.
with the Liam Neesons.
Mhm.
For any of the video gamers out there, anybody
Not
see
me.
any of the stuff about the new Lego Batman?
I'm with you, Mike. I actually liked
That was a good movie.
Valerian.
Li-
I
I-
enjoyed Valerian. I watched it a bunch of times.
Mhm.
Are we counting animated movies?
Yeah, sure.
A lot of the
First
DC
Spider-Man game-
movies.
The first Miles Morales Spider-Man was really good.
Oh god,
Oh,
so good.
Yeah, and the Spider Verse.
The Spider Verse as a whole, I love.
And
Second
I
one
honestly
wasn't-
like
wasn't
Batman:
my jam.
Mask of the Phantasm. That's probably past 30 years, more long too. But I mean, a lot of those animated movies are.
No, it's
So,
not. Batman.
Batman-
It might be now.
98,
That's
99.
definitely
I
past
went
the
to
30.
watch it on the big screen for
Okay.
its 25th year anniversary,
So,
but that's been a couple of years ago.
I
now.
love Mask of the Phantasm, but I still love Return of the Joker so much better. So much
The
more.
Batman
Batman
Beyond
Beyond.
one.
Oh, that's such a good movie.
I think the
People
Joker.
overlook Batman Sub-Zero.
The
but that was
uncut
really
version
good
is
too.
so
Oh yeah,
good, too.
Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero is one of my favorite villains when done right.
Yeah.
I watched
By
a great
that- by
movie
that
last
means
night, but it's
Schwarzenegger.
not a superhero movie. It was called I think We're Alone Now with Tyrion Lannister, Peter Dinklage,
Yeah.
and Elle
Is that
Fanning.
Toxic
You seen
Avenger
that?
movie out?
Yeah, it just came out.
I don't know, but is that movie where Wile E. Coyote sues everybody out yet?
No,
Not
that's
yet.
next
It's
year.
coming,
That's next
Taylor.
year. That's gonna be great.
I think we're alone now. What was that about?
Hi. Yeah, it's about the end of the world.
Oh, so
And
it's
Peter
not
Dinklage
Tiffany.
and Elle Fanning's in it.
Oh.
Not about
I
Tiffany.
I highly recommend it. It's really
I
good.
still don't understand why she had the thing in the back of her head or whatever.
Spoiler alert.
They're making that
Now-
Phil.
now-
Got it.
Yeah, now she knows. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Is
Got
that-
it.
isn't that
I
the-
forgot.
isn't
She
that the
watched-
The
Matrix?
thing in the back of her head. Jeez.
Isn't that the Matrix?
Yeah. yes.
Isn't that
Well,
how the
these
avatars
Matrix-
have sex with their horses?
Huh?
So you want to talk about animated movies? I would say that long DC movie stink that they had, where they were just knocking it out the park with just great DC movies. So you had Under the Red Hood, you had
The
Justice League.
DC animated universe.
Oh my goodness!
Started
Before
with
they did
Superman,
two of them?
Doomsday, and it went for almost 20 years to the Apocalypse War.
they just kept on knocking
Never
them
missed.
out.
Never missed, not once.
They were so good.
Yeah, in-game.
I think the
And-
DC movies have been, the animated movies have been subpar since then.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
They
it's like
tried-
once
they
they went
shifted
to New
shifted
52.
to what's called the Tomorrowverse, and
Right.
after
Yeah.
Apocalypse War, it
Crisis
started with
movies were just
Superman,
like-
Man of Steel. They
Yeah.
changed the animation style up. It just none of them worked. It didn't work so much so that after 5 movies they planned for its demise, and they killed it already. That entire animated movie universe only lasted 10 films, and it ended with Crisis. They killed
Yeah,
it.
like
Crisis
Sam Register
was a hard watch.
Yes, it was. It felt like it was just mandatory. Like I gotta see what they do, see how this plays out. But
It felt
I have
like,
all of them. They were
But
rough.
Crisis on Two Earths
Too
was
long.
great.
Crisis on Two Earth is amazing.
Like
We're not talking
Owlman
about
was
that.
like the perfect villain.
Yeah, we're not talking about that. We're talking about the Tomorrowverse.
Yeah.
Here's another movie I really liked. I wouldn't put it in my top 5, but it was fun. Kingsman, the first one.
Yeah,
Hell
Kingsman's great.
yes.
Was that a comic book or?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Mark
Oh,
Miller.
wow.
All of the Kingsman movies have been good. The subpar sequel was still better than most movies that came out around that
Yeah.
same time.
The-
And the Kingsman, the prequel,
The
was really
King's
good.
Man was awesome. The prequel
Really good.
with Rasputin.
Yeah.
Those are cool box sets. That's
Yeah.
awesome. The different suits.
Eggsy, and then his grandfather Ralph Fiennes.
Yeah. Greatest
Yeah,
actor.
I like
never been there.
the prequel one a lot. Doing that back in time thing was a great angle.
Mhm.
And what a twist with his son on the battlefield too. I did not see that coming.
Mhm. Yeah.
And he
Yeah, it was-
Rob, this one's for you, bud.
It's a shame that they got rid of those animated
Yeah.
movies, though.
Nick Cage.
Kick-Ass
Yeah.
2 is really good too.
Mm-hmm.
You mean this one?
I don't think it doesn't get the love because it wasn't as successful.
Because of him, because of that guy right there.
It's all his fault. He don't like guns.
Well, no. To be
Yeah.
fair, he had a.
There's no
change
fair
of
way
heart.
of seeing.
He had a
it,
change
I
of
think.
heart because of what was happening in the
Yeah,
Columbine.
something happened.
Was it?
in current
Wasn't it
events that he
Columbine?
was-
It was what was the
Sandy
other one?
Hook.
Yeah, Sandy
Yeah,
Hook.
he didn't feel like the time and place was appropriate to promote that movie with things that are going on. That's perfectly fine unless he was
Yeah.
contractually bound to promote the movie.
Yeah,
That's-
there are a lot of other people that worked on that movie who were banking on it being more successful. And he
again,
owed that to
unless
the
he's
team.
unless
see
he's
both sides.
But it was his own. It was his
contractually
own
bound.
convictions, though. It was on him. Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
he was saying anything about the movie. It was more about himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
That's-
didn't talk. He
that's-
didn't talk
that's-
negatively about the movie. He just didn't do press tours that he was originally planning.
Which I could
Coming
see
out
that.
and doing press about how you refuse to do press about a movie is coming out against that movie.
He didn't do that. He just
He
stepped
did.
out.
He undercut
Other-
that film. He
I don't
undercut
know. I
that
think-
film for his own personal politics and cost people who worked hard on that film money.
Yeah, I think other people like media kind of. I don't think Jim Carrey was actively out there doing press about how he's not going to do press. He just opted out of it. I know that's
When
like
asked,
the
he
side,
responded.
that's the
But
side
that's not
effect
doing
to it.
press. That's just an answer. He's
I
like,
feel
I'm
like
not
he
gonna
learned
do
about
it.
some
People
shit
said,
and
"Oh,
was
he's
like-
not gonna do it."
I think he probably learned. I feel like this is my impression is that he may have learned about some shit or seen some shit and just like been like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
that's exactly
He's an
what
aloof
happened.
free spirit, and he didn't take into consideration the business implications for the other people involved.
You're absolutely correct.
Yeah, that's
He is-
accurate.
But I don't
He
think
has
he
every
went on
right to do that, but everybody,
But
to-
there are
to-
ramifications that
to
hurt
not
other
recognize
people.
that that was a
It's not
negative
just
thing
about
for him
him.
to do to other people in the industry
Yes,
is ignorant of the fact that he did something negative to other people.
correct.
Once again, all I hear is a woman saying to a man, "It's not all about you."
Oh, I came back to see Rob being a butthurt white guy. Nice.
Oh,
Oh wow, Rob did come back. That was a quick meeting.
Yeah,
I don't know. If he
today
really
is
wanted
a,
to make a statement, he would have donated his paycheck, but he didn't.
as Britney Spears famously said, "It's gonna be me."
Don't forget the yeah.
It's gonna be September,
You gotta put yeah in there.
Yeah,
and that
Yeah,
was
there you go.
it's actually Justin.
Uh-oh.
It's gonna be May.
yeah. Oh, is that him? You're right.
Yeah, it's his thing. Yeah.
You're right. You're right. Oh my god,
Stop telling me I'm right. It's gonna get to me.
you're wrong, bitch.
That's
There
more
you
like
go.
Yeah, today was a short day. It's actually most of the company is off today.
Holiday.
It's a half day for the kids. I'm about to be leaving about
It's
10
a
minutes.
it's a what we
Oh,
call it.
It's gonna be
It's
Labor
a
Day weekend. Labor
teammates
Day
day out.
weekend.
It's they have these extra kind of like
Thanksgiving Day off.
fake floating holidays that they meant to give us time to recharge and recoup, but really it's the executives want to take a long weekend, so they always butt it up against an American holiday, so we get like an extra long weekend, but the European teams all have to work. And then of course it just means that they always put it at the end of the month, which means those of us that deal with processing end of month transactions all have to work anyways. And so basically I'm working so my team can be off. So it was just me and my Romanian counterpart having a quick meeting, syncing
that's
up.
the sacrifice we all needed.
They have managers who will work their shift, work the shifts that way. Their
Happy Labor
line-
Day,
their
everybody.
line employees can have enjoy the time off.
Fuck
I
yeah,
think
I'm
I
off
think that's
Hell yeah.
that's what it
Monday
should
too.
be.
I think I'm gonna take a
Yeah.
half day today.
So yeah, I'm
I
working
would
today.
always work holidays for my team.
Yeah, I think I got one guy who volunteered to work a little bit. I said, well, you can work a half day if you want. Take a half day another somewhere else if that's what you want. He's like, oh yeah, I'll do that. But I mean, I didn't make anybody. None of my team had to work other than me and the other manager in Romania.
I'm billing hourly. I'm taking all my time I can get.
So Burke is asking the question: when are we getting Kingdom Come in animated form? I say within the next 5 years.
Yeah,
I think it's happening.
Why
what will
ruin
that
it?
story be? Are they
Kingdom Come is already great. We don't need to read. We don't need to ruin it.
I think that's why they haven't touched it, but they will.
The issues between the creators on Kingdom Come are the most interesting thing about that book.
I
Well, with
can
Kingdom
see
Come,
that.
I think the argument
There's
is
a lot of heavy hitters.
if you're going to make it into an animated film, are you going to somehow try to adapt the Alex Ross style to the movie?
God, I hope
and I
not.
think that's what I think is the argument. Because they did
Alex
it for
Ross
Michael
is a
Turner.
Great cover artist, okay interior artist, and it would be shit as an animation.
Yes.
Yeah,
but,
I
but
agree.
and the same, I felt the same way when they did the Batman Superman when they tried to adapt Michael Turner's look. It did not translate well to animate.
For Apocalypse?
Yeah, I did not like that style.
Crazy.
I did not like it. It did not like Superman looked terrible.
I don't know. I think they've had a little bit of trouble finding their style recently, and I think that's been the biggest issue.
They had a budget downgrade that massively affected what they were able to do. Talking about the animated stuff, the Tomorrowverse was all purely from a budget drop, like a massive.
Because those movies made money. They made money.
That Super
because
Sons
people
movie
bought
looked
them.
pretty good.
Super Sons was a standalone outside of the Tomorrowverse. They used the digital animation for that. Jeremy Adams wrote that. That's why it was good, because Jeremy Adams is the fucking beast.
Yeah.
But that animation for that was the only movie they did that with, and we haven't seen him do it again. They should do more of that. But Super Sons against the Starro invasion, that was amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, what up, Woodard? Shout out to Curryman in the chat.
Oh yeah.
But I didn't like the one I did like was the Darwin Cook, because he adapts well to animate already. So Darwin Cook's style, because Darwin Cook was kind of like coming from the same world of like Bruce Timm in his style. He was already drawing like an animator.
From an animator like thought process.
So it blend well. Where Michael Turner's work just didn't look good to me.
No, it'd be like trying to turn J. Scott Campbell into animated. It looked like shit.
But J. Scott Campbell, I could see in an anime style.
No.
I see. I think that's
would
where
all break in half from having no like
everybody be long.
Structure. Anyways,
that's where Marvel has the opportunity to really do something awesome with animation, because the X-Men '97 was so good.
Yep.
But then you stack it against the What If, which is
ass.
Yeah. The first season had some.
The
good
first season was good.
The Doctor
last
Strange episodes were solid.
The problem with the What If is they were not What Ifs. They were just yet another version of trying to make sure you had to watch the shit to keep this like the main have knowledge of what's going on. And that's not a good story.
It wasn't really tied to everything else. It kind of was its own standalone continuity.
But they use their own. They use MCU characters as opposed to using comic book characters.
He's saying to watch What If.
I'm not going to argue.
To watch What If, you need to go do homework for other stuff.
Yeah, What If was definitely MCU What If.
Yeah, it lost me. And this Eyes of Wakanda or whatever.
I have not even seen that.
Talk about Eyes of fucking.
Neither did anyone else.
All I know is that Iron Fist is in there somewhere.
You know whose style I'd like to see adapted to animation? I think would work well is Allred.
Oh,
Allred would be good.
Mm-hmm. A la Silver Surfer.
McGinnis's art was fantastic when they did Public Enemies for Superman, Batman, Public
His
Enemies.
was better. His was definitely better.
Awesome, dude. They were blocked like it. It looked built for that shit, dude.
Guys, I'm gonna go. I gotta go float in the pool with Lady F. So
make sure you get that on video.
Let me tell you, if there was video of us playing badminton in the pool, like you could probably blackmail us.
Olympian style. Special Olympians, but Olympians none of
Special Olympians.
So we switched to throwing the football back and forth, which we're much better at now.
Let me just.
Yeah,
let
I'm
me
a
just-
visual. I'm a visual learner. I need proof.
I can and Lady F throws me the football, and I can like catch it and fall down the
What's
floor.
up, Rob?
let me,
Oh,
let
my
me just
goodness.
respond how this should have been responded from the get go. You girls enjoy yourself. That's it.
Where you're
Enjoy
on
All
the
this
boat,
yourself?
other
so you
weird,
don't drown.
creepy shit.
What are you saying?
I
We're
feel hurt. I
creepy?
didn't get
No,
Sleepers and
these
Taylor.
guys.
Oh yeah,
Taylor
those
McGuire.
guys. They're creepy.
These guys, and he's calling Izzy.
Hi guys.
creepy.
Calling me,
Bye,
right?
creeps and Rob. See you guys.
Y'all have fun.
Bye, guys.
All right.
Enjoy.
Hey,
Enjoy
take her
yourself.
to the UFO spots. I need pictures.
I want to take her, but she's scared to drive.
You have to go,
Oh my
Caroline.
God. Like she's gonna have to take some.
You
I'm
have
gonna
to
take
go.
a
Yes, to
bottle
date her.
of benzos to fucking deal with this.
Do
shit.
it then.
All
Do
right.
it. You should go.
Bye,
I think you
guys.
should go.
Oh, man.
A high quality
Bye.
cannabis, and that'll settle your nerves.
Oh, man.
Yeah, she's visiting in Arizona, and Arizona is like one of the like
It's
yeah,
very
what's some of the
cheap.
most attractions in it for like
They're known for their iced tea.
they are, but they're also known for like UFO stuff and all kinds of cool stuff. Like Sedona's out there and all the ley line stuff. What you got, Izzy?
Comic book pages. Woohoo! Just got it.
Oh,
But I like this because it's like it has the lines already for the trim. So be doing some.
Oh, the framing stuff around the edge.
Yeah, so it's kind of hard
to
because
see
the
'em.
blue line. Yeah, because
I
blue
can
line.
understand what you mean.
The blue line stuff. So got some comic book pages.
Nice.
I've been wanting some for a while.
Well,
So
well, I'm getting ready to go pick up the kids. It's half day, but don't forget, DJ dropped the link in the chat. Our little
Nice.
show exclusive we did with Christopher Lockwood, the same guy who did the art book for Comics Curing Cancer. Got a few of these in for Hell Crow. $20 a pop.
Nice.
But yeah, just head over to Pop's Attic on IG. That links in the chat. He's got a post up there. We go claim them, get them packed and shipped to you ASAP. Yeah, awesome cover. It came out great.
Yeah, I gotta hop off as well. I have a
Yeah, I got a
nice hot shower before my next appointment. So
Where's it to?
it's for a multi-location management job. So
I thought you
Austin.
were saying eye doctor with these reviews.
Amazon,
no,
man.
no.
Amazon, man. Amazon. You get it Amazon. They have it in
Amazing.
Amazon. So this is cool. I like it. Like
Amazing. Just go to the amazing.com.
Amazing.
Yeah.
You sound like
Look
Jesse
right
Lee
up.
Peterson. Amazing.
I gotta start using that. I have a link for that kind of. I have an affiliate link with Amazon.
Yeah, use your
I,
affiliate.
I forget, man.
How are
Yeah,
you ever gonna get paid?
I get paid other ways.
So you're shilling for Amazing and you ain't even getting paid.
Bye, everybody.
Yeah. So,
T-dubs.
See you guys.
And we're wrapping it up. All right, Rob, you good?
I gotta take my car to the dealership.
got
Did you
my
break it?
inspection.
No, I'm getting it preventative maintenance done to prevent it from being broken.
Oh, an oil change?
Among all the regular interval service. My car is 7 years old now. Actually, it's
Oh
I
wow.
gotta have things like treated because like plastics and stuff, rubbers wear out just from age at this point.
Rubbers.
You were such a man child.
Oh my god. Oh,
You said it. You said it.
Yep. Do y'all have like salt weather treatment stuff that y'all do over there? That's I don't know
we
how
don't
close
salt the
you are.
roads.
I don't know how close you are to the beach, but like that salty air does do some rough work to cars.
If you, I'm not. There's an entire mountain range between me and the ocean.
Okay.
I mean, now granted, the bay is close.
But you know what I'm talking about, right? How like
Yeah,
frames
it's
and chassis rust out.
that's pretty minimal in the grand scheme of things. So the biggest issue we have is that the car is not parked in the garage, so you get sun exposure, which breaks down, oxidizes.
Bro, you
all
should see the
plastic
cars here, like the
trims.
roofs and the hoods. They fade out
Yeah.
and rust out. Like
Yeah,
they
those.
just
So
get
you
beat.
get that, and so I've been trying to. I get some, trying to make sure I trim that stuff. But you do the plastics and the rubber components break down over time, just from age. That's what happens with them. And so you get to like I changed the tires on my car, 6 months or last year, and that was done not because the tires were worn out, because I only have like 30-something thousand miles on my car, but because the tires were 6 years old and they were starting to crack and stuff like that. So that happens, and you have to have maintenance done on the cars if you want to make sure that they don't wear out on you while you're driving somewhere. So
cool.
Yeah, I need to start a new little envelope of saving money for the new car we got. I'm sure changing the tires on that bitch is going to be fun. Like $3,000 probably just to change fucking tires out.
really, that's almost as bad as when I had the old Fiat, the original, when I first got my Abarth. Those were the most expensive tires I ever bought, because the tires only lasted about 10,000 miles.
Jesus fuck.
They were super sticky AA track tires and stuff, so they wore out super quick. But on top of that, there was only 2,500, no more. I think it was about 2,500 cars made with that particular tire, because it was a Fiat.
Yeah.
It was made explicitly just for Fiat. It was only of the Fiat Abarths that were made in that year.
It's made to drive in Europe only.
There was only a subset that had these 17-inch wheels. They didn't make them in Europe. They didn't do it anywhere. It was only in North America, and only half the 5,000 car production run.
That's big wheels for them.
Yeah, they're huge wheels. They were low profile, everything else. So only Pirelli made the tire.
Oh fuck!
They're the only ones who made it, and they were like $250 a tire.
That's not bad compared to today's prices.
No, but at the time it was like, because that was like 12 years ago, and that was like freaking. I'm like, God damn, $250 a tire. That was ridiculous.
You're doing that on.
So you're talking about like $1,000 worth of tires,
and you were changing them out every. For me, I was changing out the tires almost once a year, because you were only getting between 8,000 to 10,000 miles on a pair of tires before they were worn out. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, that sucked.
I gotta go get the kids.
Happy Labor Day, guys! In all fairness, enjoy the holiday.
Yeah, next time I see y'all, I'll be a year older.
Woohoo!
My birthday's on Labor Day this year.
Oh yeah, your
it's
birthday's
like your mom
the
went
first.
into labor on Labor
It's the
Day?
first, right?
Oh, phenomenal!
Oh, cool. Awesome.
I have to go back and check the calendar, Rob. That would be funny if it was the year.
Yeah, it'd be kind of like on the nose.
We didn't hit the 40 marker yet, though.
No, I'm turning 39. I think I have to do the math.
So you were born in 86,
87,
87.
Wow.
What am I turning 38? How old am I going to be?
38, man.
I'll be 38. Okay.
Oh
Yeah.
Wow. Jesus.
Yeah,
You're like
38.
me. How old are you? I don't know. I'm like this.
See, I'll be
I've been
40.
saying I've been
I'll
this
be
year for so long.
I'll
that
be 49
round up.
on the 21st of September. So
I'm 2 Tylenol at bedtime years old.
yeah, there you go.
You haven't switched to Motrin yet. Got it. That's your 40s.
Okay.
Look, so you're getting a happy birthday from Austin, dear.
I appreciate it, Austin. But yeah, y'all have a good one, and I'll see y'all Sunday night for At Week's End. Rob, who do you have on tomorrow?
Oh, Man Cave.
Oh
Doc.
shit, that's right.
Oh,
Doc's
cool.
coming back. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Good times. I had to think
Izzy,
for a
you ain't
second.
got shit going on this weekend.
Oh,
right?
I definitely have something coming up. I
No,
got
I mean on YouTube, you piece of shit.
yeah. No, I am.
What?
Yes, I am. 80s icons spotlight. That's gonna happen on Sunday.
Is it live or are you just uploading?
No, so we're gonna record it today for Sunday.
Who's joining you? I saw you throw out the bat
So it's
signal.
gonna be Mike from Spineworks.
Nice. Never heard of him.
Cool
Be
guy.
to see some new. Who's your new host? Co-host coming up.
It's already been announced, so it's Cliffy.
Okay.
So Cliff is gonna be the host of the.
I said
trending
it had
show
to be
with-
Shane in a wig or I'm not watching.
I talked to Shane, but Shane wants to be away for now.
Yeah,
so
I don't want to get no
I will love to have. I would love
I
to
don't
have
blame
Shane
him
back.
for being irritated with YouTube.
Well, he said he's fearful of getting other channels in trouble.
Yeah,
if he logs onto him.
It's more about that. It's more about.
I don't think his